Demetrius Gelatis here with Minnesota Pool Bootcamp. We live in an age with abundant information about pool, but without organization and direction, it doesn't translate into bottom line results. I've been coaching full-time for over 6 years, and I've guided more than 200 students step by step to higher levels of pool. Now I've partnered with Slate Billiard Club to provide online group coaching and make our training available to players everywhere. No travel necessary. Join us online for just $19.95 a month. You'll get access to my Minnesota Pool Bootcamp playbook, covering cue ball, pattern play, mental game, and the common leaks that people have in applying this to get their game to the next level. The best part is I'll be there working with you every step of the way to give you the direction you need to see results right away.
All right, we're live down here. I'm gonna go tell these guys we're ready, and we'll get the match started. Thanks for playing, man.
Yeah, how are you? Good. Good to see you.
All right, we're live, so me and Demetrius are on the mic tonight. We got Demetrius in here, the real coach.
You're picking on me too hard.
No, we won't. Trust me, we're super nice. Even though everybody says bad stuff, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, good watch. You're good.
Thank you.
I mean, I want Hill. You want to win like 13-5 or 8 or something. Too. Yeah, right. All right. Well, Josh is warming up out there. This is a 650 and under tournament. These are probably two of the favorites. We got a 651 against a 651 and a 650 and under. So top of the food chain here. Both these guys came in here and practiced this week. Both of them ran a lot of racks, practiced the break a lot. They're both prepared. These guys prepared for this. So both of them deserve to win. Anytime you put in work, you get the win in my favor because, you know, you're going to get better if you put in the work. But tonight I got the Grand Wizard with me, Demetrius Gelatis. He's going to be calling the match tonight.
You know, that's a clan title, the Grand Wizard.
A clan? Oh, yeah.
I think we should
if anything, Demi is my coach, okay. And he's got an 850 Fargo brain, and I'll follow him anywhere on the pool table. So he's going to be telling you some of the stuff that we got going on at Slate Billiard Club throughout the match. And I think this is a good match. And we got leagues or training tonight, so that's training going on above you there. And we also got Chris Henning battling. I can't remember the other guy's name. He's from Iowa. He drove all the way up from Iowa to play in this tournament, which is pretty badass. This is a group of 650 and under pool players that we got like from the Midwest here. But eventually they're going to lag, but I'm going to turn it over to Demetrius, and I think we're going to get started here pretty soon. He kind of looks like Nick's ready to flip, but what do you know, Demi? Welcome to the booth.
Thanks. How's our sound? We got 18 people, so if you want to jump in and say hi, let me know who's tuning in with us, and then let me know how the sound is. Well, I'm waiting for that. I would like to wait just a minute before I tell people what I've got going on with stats over here because I don't want to have to repeat myself. I'll wait till got to give the 5-minute rule. Let people straggle in a little bit before you start the meeting.
Yeah, and make sure you all share it. I started it a little early before they were ready to make sure everybody could share it. And if you're in the 650 and under, JD just mentioned in the group chat, the tournament group chat on Facebook, maybe share it to your friends, especially if you know these guys, because these guys are both from out of town, so or at least an hour away. I think Nick lives an hour south of here, down by Cannon Falls or Faribault or something. But I don't know Nick very well. Just kind of met him the other day. I think I played him at the Seco tournament one year. But Josh, I do know. I play him a lot, so he plays up in our area. So I don't know these players really. Demi might have history from them from the past, but it should be a fun match. And join in the chat. Let us know who's.
So, okay, I'll share what I've got. I'll share what I'm going to try. I'm keeping stats in a different way tonight. The question I'm looking to start getting some perspective on. And clearly this is a race to 13, so it's a small sample size. What I'm going to be doing is, there's a question is, how beneficial is the break? That's the question I'd like to start gathering information on. Because when we watch guys that are 800 Fargos, they just break and run so often that clearly the break is a big advantage. On the other hand, when you're dealing with people that are beginners, the break doesn't mean nearly as much. These guys, I think it's very interesting because they're top local players, some of the better players in the state, and they have, so they are very good players, but they're also not Shane Van Boning. And so I think people assume that it's just going to be a break and run fest because they do break and run a lot of racks. But they also might have racks where they break, run most of the balls, can't get out, and sell out a very easy opportunity for their opponents. And so I'm going to break it down. I want to keep track of 3 possible outcomes with their first inning at the table, whether they make a ball in the break or whether it's the incoming player. First opportunity after break, I want to keep track of how many are run out on the first inning, how many are sold out, meaning they go for the run out, they can't finish it, and they sell out kind of an easy win for their opponent. And then how many is it somewhere in between where I'm going to call it, instead of a break and run, I'm going to call it a break and claim, where they break, get control of the table, pick the right object ball group, and then they don't run all their balls and fail. They maybe run a ball or two, try to open up their problems, and if they can't, they abort and stay in control of the table with the better group. So the 3 buckets are break and run, break and sell out, or break and claim. And I'm going to be kind of curious what that ratio looks like. I would love to see more break and runs than I see break and sellouts, but I think that it's good because I think it'll tell you, for players that are aspiring to get to this level, it might help to have an understanding of not just what to do when you can run out, but how they handle it when they can't, and things like that. So anyway, I just want to kind of clue you guys in on what I'm keeping track of.
Insights of the game by Demi, because all that stuff is a factor. Like, let's say they run out the same, if they break and claim, in this particular match, that could win. And
he's asking how long the match will take. I have a very strong prediction on that. I believe it'll last.
What's the over-under?
I believe it'll last until somebody wins 13 games.
Yeah. See, he thinks he's a stand-up comedian. I'm glad he's a good pool coach because he's not funny. No, I think the match, we had one that went 3.5 hours, and we had one at Slate that went 2 hours. So I don't know how long Jed Lampe's was. It seems like that was like a 2.5 hour match. So, I mean, I guess the over-under is 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah, I'll take the under. It's 7:06. These guys both play at a pretty good clip. And, maybe that's wrong. They're going to be under pressure. It might take a while. Maybe it takes a while, but... Okay.
Maybe 2 hours because they're going to run some racks. So
okay,
they are lagging.
7:06 is when we're starting.
I have no idea. That's the first. So you're wondering if that's even legal because he went past the rail. Didn't even hit the rail. Yeah, the tin went here, and then his came down right there. Yeah, I got it.
Boy, I don't want to get in the middle of that. They're asking, he hit the point on the leg. I've never seen that in my life. I don't want to get involved. I just tell them to releg, because if we're not clear, just releg. I mean, I have nothing. The funny part, I'm not the tournament director. People just when you play, when you can run out, people ask you like you
you have the answer. You are the answer.
Yeah. But nobody will get upset if I say releg. So I'm trying to damage control my reputation here. When Federer played Tony in the finals at Derby, they both froze on the leg in the finals. When they laid for break, they both froze to the rail. It was the best. It was like the only time I've ever seen. Anyway, okay. Now, I noticed that this is a 650 and under, but both of these guys are showing up at 651. What did they have to grease the wheel a little bit? How'd they get
Well,
that?
as long as, when you sign up, you were under, when JD announced the tournament, if you were under 650, which both these guys were like 649 and one was, you know, as long as, and then they can't go 10 points over before it starts. Do you know what I mean? So they got locked in, you know. Okay, so I'm showing Demi now. Over here, Demi, is our ball.
Okay, hang on. I'm glued in on the action.
Yep.
So we've got a wet break by Josh. So let me start chalking these up. So then the question is, does he run out? Does he claim the rack, or does he sell out? That's a pretty good break. Those stripes or solids are both, well, the 5 ball's a little dicey. If you can take stripes and get on another stripe, that really seems. Oh, but then the 8, huh? But the 8 goes to the left-hand side if you can save the 12 as a key ball. So I kind of like the looks of stripes, but yeah. So one kind of fun thing I look at, it's not just how many problem balls you have. It's how many problem balls versus how many solution balls. So the 8 is a problem ball for stripes, but the 12 is a solution ball, which kind of cancels it. Whereas meanwhile for solids, the 5 ball was a problem ball, and it didn't have such a good solution ball. Okay, that's another way to handle it. Well played, man. Well played. He's just got to get back on that ball on the side at some point. And that's easier to say than to do. It's a surprisingly challenging ball, isn't it? That ball on the side.
Yeah.
Like what leads, because you got to look at where, you can see where you want to be, but what leads there? And you could roll forward and try to follow up off the 10, but then you get that 12 at the bottom rail. So I think you got to get the 12 out of there while you're down there. You've got to go 13, 12, but then that 12 to that ball on the side is really not so easy. You know me, you know I like getting thin. I might even draw back a little here. He's gonna have to stun with right spin. If he'd floated back and got thinner, he might have been able to roll with right spin, which I think gives you a better scatter. And you could also go between the 3 and the rail and try to get short side here, but so yeah, okay. I'm telling you, I'm sorry, guys. If you get it drawn back, if he drew back just a little on that last shot, he got a little thinner on the 12, I think he could have done what he was trying to do a little easier. And those little differences. So for people that are in the Patreon training group, you'll recognize I talk about move shot 1. What shot do we use to move? And I talk about how thinner shots with rolling balls and spin give you a better cue ball control than having to stun the ball out. And I just want, there's people that are in my training group that I'm talking to here too. So that's why I use that move shot 1.
And also, Demi, anytime you want me to show you the overhead during, just holler out.
Okay.
I can bring the overhead up for a different view.
Do you still kind of have to go offense here, though, because you still have a reasonable shot, and your defensive prospects are getting, yeah. And look at this. Well, that is a shot and a half.
It's a pretty calm shot.
That is such a good shot.
He seems like he'll be running into the 4 ball, right?
Oh yeah, but I think he can hit it. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be hitting it half a ball. He's going to be coming off the 4 into the 2, and the 8 doesn't go. Can he draw? If he might be able to draw billiard off the 4 and then come above the 2 and come past the 2, that 2 is really, really big here. Or you could just plow through him and kind of hope to follow through him a little bit, double carry him off the 4 too, like that. What
Plowed
a shot!
Through. Yep.
Yep. Really, really amazing recovery. And so that's going to make a break and run, assuming he makes the 8. What a run. That's a good point. Does anybody know Johnny Cacciaro? Does anyone recognize that name, John Cacciaro, from the 90s? He played after that, too. The last I really saw him playing was in the IPT days, like 04, 05, 06. But I remember he was a real strong player from Bettendorf, Iowa, and he was playing pro speed and starting to become a real threat. And he said, I overheard him talking about how he prepares for 8 ball. And he said before he plays an 8-ball tournament, he practices a lot of those banks, those cross sides and cross corners. He doesn't practice bank pool where you're shooting weird banks and long rail banks, but he's like, those cross sides and cross corners, you don't want to always be in a spot where you have to bet on those, but those spots come up whether you want them or not.
Here they are. They're showing up.
And he feels like if he just hits a bunch of those banks before a tournament, he feels happy that he did. And so, great shot to Josh. I really tip my hat.
Yeah, and if you have any score predictions out there, what do you guys think? Who's going to win? I saw some action online on this match, so a lot of people have their favorite in this one.
And by the way, who is autistic adulting? I don't know the handle. You're talking. You have the advantage of me. You seem to know me. And it's winter breaks. Okay, so this could be good.
And please join the chat. He's breaking right up the middle.
Okay, solid, but nothing in. Oh, wait. I spoke.
Last Traveler? Nope. Dry break.
Okay, so this is a Nick's first at bat. Dave, are we taking stripes or solids here?
I'm stripes all day.
So 14, 12, 11, 13. Can you, what's that one there? That's got to be the, by process of elimination, that's got to be.
This is the 5-ball.
What's the one by the 4? What's the one by the 4?
That one's the 13 ball.
Okay, so 15, so whatever you just shot, 12, 11, 13. I'm sorry, 15, 13.
15, 13.
And then, I think so. And then maybe you play the combo.
Sure.
And then the 8 short side. Okay. Now, he got a little flat on this, but watch how he moves his cue ball with a flat angle. See that? That's a good stroke.
Just punched it out.
That's a flat angle, and some people would get themselves a little bit too far, and he was able to create some movement there. And now it would be nice to get where you're not rolling into the 4. It would be nice to cross the shot line, or at least get to the shot line so you can. Sometimes you try to find a way to get on the other side of the 9 to avoid playing a combo where something can get away from you. But here I think it's pretty controllable to play the 9-10 at the end. Oh, he's not looking at the 13-10 now. Yeah, he's on the good side. I love the cue ball control sometimes. It's got to be. Oh, he did. He went around. He went around it, and now 10, 9, 8. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Good shot. Notice how he used a rolling ball with a half ball hit off the left side instead of trying to stun. It gives you a really good cue ball scatter, really accurate.
Way more control. Okay.
You're never going to get on the rail, and you're never going to lose. You're never going to lose your cue ball. Look at that speed.
He came around perfect for that. Nice out, Nick, on the dry break from Josh.
Well, so far, this is a pretty intimidatingly well played match. If they continue to shoot at this level, the break is definitely. Oh, Andy is pulling for J-Dub. Oh, okay, you're going to say hi to Dave? But not to me. Okay. You know what? Where's the moderator? Who's got the band hammer? Okay. Wow. Well, that's a powerful break, but a lot of congestion for a break that good. Right away, you see the 14 ball covering the bottom left pocket, and so you got to like stripes. But then, how do you claim stripes? Well, you got the 15, you can go 15-10, and then at some point, though, and I guess the 11 and the 13 ball are the problems. The good news is you've got the 9 to get you on them. One thing you could do is you could go 15 and then shoot the 14 next. Because if you shot the 14, then later, because you have a combo on this ball, you can't argue with that. But I was thinking you could clear it so that the 11 goes later. Okay, this is risky shooting this combo. But, yeah, he's got a good touch though. Let's watch his touch.
That got a little.
Yeah. But okay, so here's what's good about that. Let me tell you what's good about that. First of all, it looks like his ball may go, so he might still be able to shoot his way out. And if not, so this is what I'm going to call a break and claim. So this is what I'm calling a break and claim. So he did not successfully run the table, but by attacking so I actually, if all I had to do was run the table, if I was all in to run the table, I think I would have started 15-14, opened up that pocket, and then I thought it was easier to control than the opening combo. But what I like about the opening combo is you get your trouble out of the way ASAP. And if it works, then you run the table. And if it fails, you still got the 14 there. You've got 3 pockets blocked. So this is a very successful first turn. So I think what he went for was a little bit more difficult to run out, potentially, but had a lot more defensive merit and a lot more backdoor equity. So, and I'm not saying... And it might have been just as runnable. So good choice. And that's what I want you guys to look for when you're playing 8-ball, is you don't always have to run the table to be, I mean, what would you do with solids, Dave? What do you do when you're in spots like this?
You kind of got to run, but at the same time, where do you duck here? What can you hog up the 5 to the...
So here's the way I'd be thinking. Okay, let me tell you my thought process. Number 1, I've got no chance to run out.
I can't run out.
So number 2, what is there that would make their run tough? Like if I was stripes, what would be the hardest part? Well, maybe the 11. Maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then if there's something I could do, like for example...
Push a ball up on it or...
Yeah. So like if you could somehow roll there's like if you could shoot the 3 soft into the 11 and billiard the 2 into the 10, make the 10 on the side and tie the 3 11. I'm not saying that lays there, but you got to start thinking about that. Okay. So he
doesn't have a shot. No.
I don't know that did him any favors.
So he can still move now. He got the ball off the end rail. Maybe he was thinking he'd...
And he probably just went into a mode where he said, this guy's got all the balls hanging, I can't just give him the table.
Yeah,
But to me, if you can't run out, and I'm not trying to be critical, I'm just sharing my thought process. I'm not saying it's right, I'm just telling you where I'm at.
Yep.
It's that I'm a nit, and I didn't think I would run those out, so.
Yeah, and let us know if you can hear Demi, if the volume sounds good, and if the mic's coming through
Now there's
clear.
some cool shots here. Is he playing this off the point, off the back of the ball, or just clean in? Yeah, look at that. That's a pretty cool shot. I'll tell you.
So does the 6 go now?
I don't think
he's jacked up. But
it doesn't look like anything goes.
could he get it
but
in front of the 4?
But he's already run 2 balls
Yeah.
I didn't think went, so apparently you can jump this one over the edge of the 13, draw a rack, break open the cluster.
Well, he's trying to hit the point of this. He might have the 2 ball even. I just
Jeepers.
don't know if it leads to much. It's hard to... Let's look at the overhead and see. Does that 2 go in the side?
Not inside.
No, not even for later.
This is an unenviable spot. Oh, Dennis. That's okay. I should have remembered that. It's cool. Okay, I like this. Moving these balls. What I like about this, first of all, if by chance you can make this ball, that's amazing. But that's a good shot. Now, it doesn't have to work. Like, it doesn't have to win. I mean, he can shoot the 12 and then play the 15 into the combo and try to open things up. But the thing about it is, there's a lot of chances for things to go wrong as stripes. Suppose you play the 15-6-14 combo and the 15-6 tie up. Or suppose there's just at least you're going to make him earn it. And if you can't run out, you don't have to lock the guy up, but you do have to make him earn it. So I really like that. And plus, if he goes for the run out and fails, the solids are opened up more now to where you're tying up his balls, making him earn it, and creating some threats to run out if he does something wrong. So I really liked his shot selection there. And Nick was not born yesterday. Was he? Yeah, he was trying to play safe there,
I
right?
think he was just playing safe and trying to make it more of a duck for.
Yeah, I think if he was shooting at that, I think he would have stunned his ball.
Yeah, no, he knows the table and the.
He
speed.
sees what Josh is trying to do. He's like,
Yeah,
hey.
no, he's like, I'm here too. Yep.
He was trying to hook him. I think he was trying to leg and
Bring it back up. Yeah. Yep.
So now with solids, there's the question of when do you go
The
into
two doesn't
desperado?
go on the side. We already know that. So you can't. What do you do?
Well, maybe what you could do is take the 2 through the gap between the 11 and the rail and kick the 2 down there towards the bottom. I think if you can get the 2 into play with those other balls at some point, maybe you can I don't know, maybe
Cause some friction in the lower left corner.
Yeah. I just feel like you got to open up the 2. I mean, just think about it. Here's your options. You can't hit the 6. So either you move the 4 or you move the 2. Well, the 4
Yeah.
goes. Why would you move that?
Yeah.
Well, but maybe he sees there's a lot of there's a lot of nuance to this game. So there's definitely factors he's considering that I might have overlooked. Okay.
Oh, he was maybe trying to tuck him in, but
Yeah,
he
he
left
was-
him a hard shot on the side, or
Yeah. So the cool part about this this ball in the corner though is if you play he's going to shoot the 15. I didn't see that. That looked too tough for me, but he just shot it right in. All right. So man, I'll tell you what. If you could lay between the 10, 13, that would be dreamy. If you could get on the 13 from here. Can he bump the 2 out of there so that you open up the 11?
right to give it room.
You can do that. Either you can do it directly, or you can follow into the rail with a little
Follow
high
into
inside.
the rail and
just
yeah,
kick it out a little bit.
Probably have shape on both of them.
Yep. Just kick it out a little. Just make sure you don't tie up the 8. Make sure you hit it solidly. Okay.
Ooh.
He's okay. He just has to slide over past the 8, and then it'll just make the 13 to the 8 a little tougher. But so far, execution is his middle name. Now, I think they play this for the corner, right? Do you just roll this in and play
I
for the
think
corner?
so. Yep. He moved. Yeah.
It looks like a carom. Boy, scary. Oh,
Wow.
all right. So, out of curiosity, that was I already got that. That was a break and claim, and so that was Nick's break, and he noticed that he broke, and he got. What did he do? He broke, and he got stripes immediately, and then even though he wasn't able to run out, he was still successful at claiming the better object ball group, and then that he just stayed in control of the table the entire game. So even though he didn't break and run, he was in the driver's seat through the whole game, and that's got him to win. So I'm tracking this. I'm very fascinated. I'll share the stats as we go. But yeah, that high inside 3-railer, you were really cutting across the narrow part of the positional zone with it was a 3-rail move shot. It was a little risky, but anyway, playing for the corner would have been tougher to execute in terms of shot making. Okay,
Ball down on the break.
ball down. What break? And if he can make a stripe, can he combo the stripe? Let's hit the overhead for a second, see what we're dealing with, Dave. All right, he's going to combo the stripe. Oh, no.
He shot that a little quick.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to put that in the break and sell out category because these balls are pretty. He broke them too good. Unfortunately, the cue ball went to the head rail and he didn't have a very good starter shot. And man, I've done that before.
So Josh is to the table now. He's shooting anything he wants. The table's open.
Yeah. And the 4 ball's tough for solid, so I still like stripes here. I think. Yeah. It's hard to see how far the cue ball has to travel. Let's start with the 9, and then is he running into the 1? Okay. Don't tie up. Okay, that's always a little scary. I'm not saying he did anything wrong. It's just it's always a little scary when you have to move a ball. But now they're fairly open. Let's see. He opened up with a break and run, and then Nick hit him with a couple good racks back. So let's see if he can. But I don't think he's really done much wrong. He just. Okay, he's going to go 13-11. And then I like getting the 10 out pretty quickly after that. 13-11, 10, 12, 14, 8. That's what I'm seeing. 13-11, 10. Well, he might not be able to get on the 10 from here. You could also go 13-11 and then 14 and then come back for the 10. I just definitely don't like saving that 10 and there. Yeah, he did come over. That's agreed. That's like the least flexible ball ever. People see that and they think it's a good key ball.
Yeah.
And then after you lose a few $1,000s, you realize, oh, he's saving it. No, he's looking at where he wants to be.
Yeah, he's just double checking that.
He's just messing with me.
He's just double checking that looks good from over there. A little.
Well, I would play the 12, and I would not stun this ball. If you try to stun this ball, you could lose the cue ball, could cross the shot line and leave you some type of back cut. I would roll this with high outside and just settle for shooting from, exactly like that. 100%
Just
right.
take your medicine shooter from there.
I mean, it's a bar table. You don't need to get, it's the angle means more than the distance. Remember that.
Yep.
These guys are playing some good 8-ball. I really liked his first run, too, when he had that. Remember when he had to make that bank and then follow through the 2-4?
Yep.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
He was, like you said, he still had to commit to the offensive at that point. And thanks, I pushed the mic a little closer. Thanks, Dan Larson. And
yeah, I don't like to be the guy that talks so loud. You have to. I suppose you could always turn it down, though, right? You can't turn it up.
yeah.
So maybe I should. Okay. Should get a little angrier.
He is talking soft. The mic's turned all the way up, so.
It's very intimate settings,
Wait,
guys.
let me give Josh his point here.
Well deserved.
So we have a tie ball game.
Well, I'll tell you what. We know this much for sure. Seeing as they have the same Fargo rate, and we have to stop with a winner tonight, somebody is going to lose like a 12th of a Fargo point. There's a lot more than tournament stakes on the line here.
A 12th of a Fargo point. Couple decimal points. Oh, a couple zeros. Let's watch the break from the overhead. Josh is breaking. Josh Walstrom.
Really nice break. Both balls to the side.
Wow.
Solid hit. Made 5 balls.
If I had that dude's break,
Dude,
oh my gosh.
wow. The problem is he doesn't have a good starter on solids.
Yep.
And Stripes is
Stripes has a
tricky.
little-
Can he
yeah.
make the 4? Can he make the 4?
Right, that
That's
would-
the question.
Yep.
Or
Hard
if not, you can make the 3 in the corner. You got to shoot the 3 in the corner. You just have to. You can't shoot stripes here.
Yep.
I don't, unless the 10 goes, maybe, but it hurts to have to open up with this shot, but you have to. 3, 2, 6, come back 2 rails to where the 4 is, and then 4, 8, something like that. Boy. This is where you have to bet either on your shot making on the 3. Like the way I look at it, if you make the 3, you've won the game. But if you take stripes, man, the 13's not even that friendly of a ball either. So you have 2 problem balls, and your solution ball's the 13. He's trying to go into him now. Okay, well, he's still, I guess maybe the 14 goes on the side. I guess he didn't get hooked, and if the 14 goes on the side and he can bump the 10, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to move forward. You guys understand this now. it's hard to pull the trigger on that 3 in the corner. You really don't want to miss on an open table. So to be fair to him, he got in this position because Nick missed a combo on a really open table. So sometimes making your first shot, you got to make your first shot. I get that. But you also got to make all of them.
Yeah.
Boy. Good shot. Well struck. Well struck.
Still tough.
Yeah, this gives me an unpleasant feeling in my stomach. The 13 at the side, maybe you could swing. I feel like the 6 is in play. It's hard when you're near the rail. You can't spin or draw your ball, really. If you can get by the 6, go between, the 4-2, get on the 14. There might even be worlds where you get on the 15, but really you're just trying to make this clean and avoid hitting balls like that. And he might even get short side here. And that
He
couldn't
got
have
on
been.
the honey ball. Yeah.
It's even still, it's tough. It's
He's
not.
on the rail, but he did get on the bad ball.
Yeah. He's hitting them good, though. That shot on the side is a heck of a shot. Boy, now he's elevated with an awkward cut, and you want to hold for the 8 ball. I don't blame him for doing what he did, though. He just went a little far.
Sometimes you just got to shoot your way out of the rack. But it seems like
he
made a lot of hard shots
I'm just
already.
you could have just cut the 3, you know what I mean? But it's okay. I'm sorry. I'm still hung up. I'm sorry, guys.
This is a good out.
This is easy to undercut. A lot of people undercut this trying to bring their cue ball to the side rail, and he did not fall for the banana in the tailpipe. He made sure to cut it in clean. And you know what? This is twice.
That was a good out, dude.
This is twice that he's put himself in a jam and then shot his way out.
Yep.
So
Good shooting there, Josh.
So that was a break and run, correct? I think so. Yeah, because he broke it and he made 5 balls.
100%.
He made like 5 balls on the break.
You can't really call it a break and run. He made 5 balls. He didn't have to run them all. But let me give Josh his point. We are at 3-2, Slate Billiard Club, St. Paul, Minnesota. $650 and under tournament. Everybody in this tournament paid $265 to get into it. Pretty strong field. Most of the players in the field were, 630 plus. And we had a bunch of matches yesterday. Jed Lampy won. And I know Fieldhammer lost. Can't remember the name of the guy that he lost to, but so I apologize for that. I'll look it up and mention it. But here we go. Let's see if Josh Walstrom can make 5 balls on the break again.
By the way, out of 5 breaks, they've run out 3 from the break between the 2 of them. We're also, if they played the maximum number of games, would be 25. We are 5 games in, so we're guaranteed a fifth of the way through the match after about half an hour. So we're on pace for a 2.5-hour set if it goes hill. So just some updates on the stats. The break and runs. Nick is 2 breaks. He's 1 out of 2. Josh is 3 breaks, 2 out of 3, and another successful break. And by the way, Nick is 2 out of 2 for making a ball in the break, and Josh is 3 out of 4 for making a ball in the break. But this is a much tougher run. This is the type of rack that Nick is hoping to see. He's none of this 5-ball stuff. You know what I mean? That's a hard hill to climb when you start seeing your opponent making 5 balls in the break.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the 7 goes. The 5's tough.
I think when he broke the last rack, Shane was watching. He's like, "How do you do that?" Okay. Is there a way to blast a 2 off the 14 on the side as your second shot? So make the 1, blast the 2 off the 14 on the side. It rips open the 5 smashes into the 7, and everything goes.
Nope, he didn't stay down there.
But
I dig that shot, though.
I like that.
I do, too.
If there's something I could do to solve like 20 problems in one shot, with a lot of speed.
Especially in this game, you only got so many soldiers.
It probably doesn't go. He would have seen that if that went. It doesn't go.
It's probably deeper on the...
But would you rather be in the chair as stripes or at the table with solids?
In the chair, 100%. If the 7 doesn't go, and it doesn't look like it goes, because I mean the 4 can move the 7, but like
Yeah.
you need a shot after that as well. And where are you going to put the 5? 5 has to be moved.
He's shooting the 3. He's going to open up the 7 right now.
Yeah, maybe clip the bottom of that 9 and move the 14, then the 5 goes.
Yeah.
See how hard he hits this. Little
What a
hard.
shot. What a
Nice
shot.
shot.
It's a little unlucky those balls doubled.
Yeah, he's only got one problem now.
Now, yeah,
Just like Jay-Z got 99 problems, but
a breakout on the 4 isn't one.
a break on
Or whatever, breakout on
or
the
a break
7.
on the 7 ain't one.
Exactly.
He came to battle, dude.
He's shooting straight, man.
Yeah, he came to battle.
I've never really seen him play like bar table 9 ball or 10 ball, but he's got to be tough, man. He's just makes everything.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he used that as a breakout attempt. That's now. What about the bank on the 5 cross corner?
Well, we already know the kid can bank. He banked
I'm just
one.
saying you got to ask. I'm not saying I'd make it. I'm not
Like
even.
you're
saying,
already past the I'm running out stage.
Yeah,
too
you're
late.
full throttle
Yeah.
now. But the point is that you got to ask which is more likely: getting a breakout on that cluster and opening it up and getting a shot at the 5, or just banking it right now. It's tough either way. So I have a hard time faulting him. If you can get on the 4, to be fair, the 4 does lead to where the cluster is from a lot of spots, but it's hard to even get on the 4. So you got to make the 2. So you have to A, make the 2, B, get on the 4 ball, C, make the 4, get across, break open the 5, and get a shot at the 5 with an angle to get on the 8, or you just snap the 5. But maybe he left it there to try to leave some backdoor equity and not open up his cluster until he ran out. But okay, that's a break and sell in category. Wet break, but it's a break and sell out in the sense that Nick has a really good chance to win this game. This has been really well played and a close contested match. They've both been shooting super straight, and they've both made, they both broke and ran a couple. Tell you, this is fun to watch. Good shot. He got it to the rail. It was too thin to pinch it, so he made sure to get all the way to the rail and out. If he was stuck with a back cut on that ball, it could have gotten tough to get on the 8. And people don't notice, but like being able to force it to the rail and out there, that's the second time he's used that real forceful stun when he needed it. Very nice run.
Nick Marsolek ties it up at 3 apiece.
You know what we haven't seen is we haven't seen a game where one person fumbled and the other guy fumbled back. We've seen out of these 6 games played, we've seen either people broke and ran out, or they ran out with their first good chance after the break. With the exception being the one where I was talking about the break and claim, where Nick claimed the better group of stripes and then just managed them the whole way. But like, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking like they haven't both had a good chance and blown it. It's been very, very few unforced errors. But, look at
this.
Zoom in. Can you zoom in? What just happened? Be still, my heart. That is unbelievable. Are those balls
And he
both,
didn't make a ball.
are they both frozen too?
I don't know,
Think
dude.
about if they're both frozen, how do you even
That's-
play safe?
Yeah.
Because you got to dry something to a rail if it's not frozen. I've played 8 ball my whole life. I've never seen anything like this before. I would be getting a ref for like 3 different reasons here. Oh my God, he got the cue ball to the rail. Oh.
Wow.
Okay, so from what I've seen so far, Josh is very, very early. Nick would not be the player he was if he doesn't have a good 8-ball break. But Josh has been breaking phenomenal. And
So this is Nick at the table, but I'm going to leave it in the overhead.
Yeah, so my point is that Nick has to start. Yeah, let's see. Okay.
Wow.
So that was a dry break. And yeah, he's okay. So what are we doing? We got the 6 balls a trouble ball, the 7 balls a little annoying. So we're gonna go 3, 5 probably, and then this is I'm watching him. I'm not trying to figure this out on my own. I'm just trying to watch what he's looking at. And it's tough to get on the 2 without while that oh, yikes. Yeah, that's a tough one. Okay, now he's shooting this ball. Okay, this goes. Guys, that's a tough shot over a ball. Really, really tough. And he got on the 6. Wow. Now, still getting back up on the 1-5 later is still challenging. Everything's still tough here. But this is Nick's playing some pretty good ball. I haven't seen him play in like 10 years. But this is pretty high quality. I like the way he's moving his cue ball around. This is, you have to stun to the rail through the gap on the 14-13 all the way to the left-hand side rail. And he clipped into something. And that could spell disaster. But if he makes this, he could go back into him and open him up again.
Maybe even run him out.
You know what's funny, Dave? And okay, let's watch. I'll stay in the moment. Oh, come on. He double hit it. He hit it going in and coming out.
Yep.
But now where does the 8 go? The 8, he's going to have to go rail first. Or does the 8 go in the corner? If the 8 doesn't go in the bottom left, he has to go rail first with left spin. Spin 3 rails between into the 11 or something, crossing the line.
Looks like the 10 is in the way.
High inside, rail first. And one, the 11 ball into the 11. Oh, baby, he got perfect.
That's pretty good, man.
This guy.
These guys are... Ooh, this is going to be a good...
Houdini. He Houdini'd out of that. So
Nick Marsolek takes the lead 4-3.
You know what I was going to say, Dave, is I play almost entirely big table 9 ball, big table 10 ball. I really don't play a lot of bar table pool these days.
Really? I didn't know. I never noticed.
It's it's just the 615 under tournaments and everything. Hey, I want to shout out to
Thanks
Slate.
for coming today, by the way.
I appreciate the commentary is open division commentary. Anyway,
right.
I can at least watch.
Yeah, you got to be over 700 Fargo to commentate.
Thanks for letting me. Thanks for free admission. But no, anyway, sorry. Did that come out? I didn't mean to say all that out loud. Yeah. Okay, that's a much better break. That's what I was looking for, by the way, with Nick. I was looking for a much better break, and that was it. To finish what I was going to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm used to playing where when you get out of line, it's so much harder to recover playing big table rotation on tight pocketed 9-foots that you just can't really get out of line and shoot your way back in the same way. And I'm watching these guys, and there's been a few times like when Josh or Nick gets like really, really out of line.
They can shoot,
but they shoot good enough and they finagle good enough to where they've been able to recover a few times in some really impressive ways. So I'm not minimizing what they're doing. I'm saying it's amazing that, it just shows what's possible. All right. This is a tough opener, too, but he's going with the 10. And what a shot. What a shot. He opened up the 11. He made that ball in the corner. These are tight 7-foot tables, too. Yep. That's a hard opener. Now, does he have to open the 15 as well? I think he might.
I just don't. Yeah, he pointed to it like, I don't like it. Can't he run into it right now?
How come when he breaks, he's got like 3 problem ball groups? Like
it seems like he has the clusters.
He's 2 out of 4. No, I'm sorry. He's 3 out of 5 on wet breaks, but I just feel like he's had a lot of more. He hasn't had anything easy. Like where are the ones where you break and you're like, oh yeah, that was I lost another rack.
Yep, right. As soon as you see the ball stop rolling, like that dude's
like
out.
This. He's trying to back cut the 14, break open the 13, and then hope to be able to figure out the 15 later.
Yeah, I mean, God, is the combo on? Looks like it'd go by that too.
I don't think so. I think it's like almost frozen. Thanks, Nate. Thanks, Nate Steen. Yeah, both these guys. Thanks for giving them some props. Well deserved, man. I guess he's calling it. Oh, he's going rail first. Okay. Yeah, this is turning and it's getting dire. You might have to bank the 14 cross side and go 2 rails into the 13.
Yep.
Or if the 15 back cuts from this angle. Sometimes the 15 goes only if you're on the side where you're helping it with some cut-induced throw.
Yep.
Like it might not go from the other side, but there's a lot of things. You might even be able to thin this directly in the side and go 3 rails into them. I don't know. Oh, thank you. Thanks for the shout. Okay. He did finesse that into the side. Now he's got, to the corner, and he's got a better shot at the side. So now he's going to make this, but I don't know that this goes into the cluster. This feels like it goes.
Doesn't.
It looks, he might be able to hit the 2 off the 3rd rail. Yeah, I think he can. Now that it's.
So just 3 rail this.
Yeah, all you got to do is just hit the first diamond on the end rail, half a diamond on the side rail, and then right into the cluster. Oh, this goes to the corner.
Oh, he was maybe going to play for the corner.
It didn't look like it. Okay, well, he
sure doesn't look like it.
It
but
must. I mean, Nick would probably not play shape for a ball that didn't go. There it goes.
Josh comes back to the table.
So that's a break and sell. Okay.
Josh is going to start his run down 1 game. He's got a decent look at this shot. Yep, no problem. So now he's going to try to move the 2.
Yep, and then that 3-4 looks like it'll be a bit of a concern.
Doesn't look like he's digging in. Yeah, he dug in a little bit. So, gosh, do you come off the rail? You kind of want to be shooting the 3 from. I mean, God. Get good on the 1 to draw up into that 14 or something.
Yeah, it's
This one's tricky.
Yeah, there's worlds. I was even looking at shooting the 5 right now and going 1 rail at the 14, but I don't think it lays right for that. I'm just considering options,
Yep.
Or if you could get on the 3 next, or even right now. I mean, I don't know. It's he is going to shoot the 5 and try to go at the 14, potentially. He's at least looking at it. I like that. I like just rolling at the 14 because you figure, you might be, a lot of good things happen this way. And the 2 does go on the side later if you need it to. But that's the danger. I think he needed either a thicker hit or he needed CJ Wiley to put a little touch of inside on there for him.
We're gonna see if Nick can.
So would you just
the 14?
Yeah, you just duck here all day, right?
100%.
Yeah, that's a good view. Unless it banks.
It's a hard duck, actually.
Can you play a 2-way and play a bank shot and then drag the cue ball in the top right corner? I don't know. You just got to go better to go all in on the save, probably. You know what you don't have to do? You don't have to get them. All you got to do, now that I look at it, you could roll it so soft that the cue ball freezes to the 1. Like just cut it on the right side. Cut it on the right side by about a millimeter and just roll and bump and just stay frozen. Instead of trying to roll to the side rail. Now, he did roll to the side rail, but you could also. That's fine.
Yeah, he left him a hit, but
yeah, he can hit it rail first or whatever. But whatever. But I think you could have just rolled up and touched it and just nudged the ball so that the 1-3 both went, and then just froze them to the side of the ball.
Yep.
Because then that doesn't only hook him on the 14, that also hooks him on the 13.
And he's shooting over ball or whatever. Yep.
It's just, kind of glue.
It's a better, tighter, gluey, sticky.
Get a little gluey. Okay. Now, the problem with the 14, kicking at the 14, is that you might open up the 3-1, and that's what's stopping him from running out. The good part is, you got to figure to play offensively here. But you could also shoot at the 13. Yeah, I like this better. You could bank this ball maybe some which way, or just
cross bank.
That's what he did.
Almost made it, and he blocked the 4.
And he left the 1-3 where they were. Now, if he left them straight to the side, I'm not rooting for either guy, but that was such a good attempt that he just made for him to leave the 1-3 the way they were and then leave them short side straight into the 1. That's kind of hard. That's kind of hard. But look at what he did with the 4. I didn't notice that.
Yep, 4's jammed.
So look at that. So it did work out,
Yep.
So how does it? Again, he's going offense here, which is fine. Oh, man.
Demi just jumped up in his chair.
Okay, this is no bargain. See, he started shooting offense, and I guess I would have still been considering whether that's good to hit the gas pedal there. But okay, he's got, so far all he's done is run out like a boss. Good shot, kept an angle. Did he keep an angle? Little.
Pretty straight, but
Pretty
I think
tough.
can he draw to the right side of that 14?
Well, it's a firm stun.
He
Don't
just,
cue low. Quarter tip low and just slide towards the 13. He dug a little too low. So when you shoot firm stuns, guys, so the guys that are in my training group, I actually posted a video today where I was breaking down stun mistakes. And when people use power, okay, let's see what he does. Come on. Ginned it. What? I'm speechless, guys. How do you make that shot under the heat? Did you see the shot he just made?
yep.
That's like a Tony Johan 8-and-out shot, you know, where it gets like 12,000 views. Maybe we'll get 12,000
Pretty
views.
thing cut.
That was unbelievable.
The tournament director would love it if we got 12,000 views.
I'm just speechless, guys. That was the shot of the match. I mean, and that it says something because he's made some good shots. So I completely lost my train of, I was talking about stun control. And for the people that train with me, one of the things I kind of go over is people have a default tip position where when they shoot stuns, they prefer to be like, just like a tip and a half low, slide the ball with the speed I like to use. But then when you shoot firm, that's actually too low and you still have draw on the cue ball. You're used to shooting softer where some of that draw wears off. And anyway, one mistake people make is that when they're shooting soft stuns, they tend to not cue low enough to really keep their slide without overrunning the shot. But when they shoot firm stuns, it's actually surprising how people get unwanted draw when they're really trying to firm snap stun the ball. Because you have to go real close to center when you're going to snap a ball like that. Anyway, okay. 4-3. Wait, is it 4-3 Nick or is it
Nope,
4-3
hold on.
Josh? Oh no! It might. Okay, that's our first scratch.
It is now 4-4. Josh had just tied it up.
All right. So is this ball in hand anywhere on the table?
Anywhere on the table. BCA rules. 8 ball's not neutral. He gets to pick his suit.
So he could start with the 1 ball to claim solids and eliminate that problem. Then the 2-4 is not as easy as it may look on the screen. So that's one option. I don't think there's any reasonable path with stripes because the 14, even with ball in hand, the only way you could take stripes is if you somehow broke the 14 right now. But okay, he's going to take solids. And then Dave, if he takes the 1 ball, the big problem, does the 4 go directly? That's the question. Does the 4 ball go? Can he like go 5 and then? The 2 ball goes to the corner. I didn't even see that. You could go 5 and then you could always shoot the 2 in the corner. I'm just assuming that 2-4 combo is a lot thinner than it may appear. Is he trying to move him?
Ooh, might have tried to bump him there. I mean, can he make the 4 from there? Just like the 4 alone?
I don't think so. I could be if he could. I just don't think he would have done all that. So sometimes you can tell if balls go or not by what they do.
Yeah,
If that
he
ball
would-
went, I
he
don't think
would've-
he'd be
yeah.
flying 4 rails at him. Come on, Dave. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
Oh no.
it looks like the 4, the combo's not wired. That's
No,
for sure.
no,
It's
no.
way off.
Yeah, this is not going well. But you got to keep shooting. I mean, now you're kind of pot committed.
gotta move the 7.
Oh, the 7. He's on the 7.
Gotta move the 7.
Can he get on the 2 in the corner? That's the
No,
question.
he can.
Or now the 4 goes to the corner too.
Yep.
So this could all land really. This could all work.
Yeah, he can get shape for both of them. Pick the angle he digs. And this one, you drew it.
Yeah, you stun
don't
draw.
twist
You
it
pull
at
it
all.
towards the 14. Okay, he drew it a little
Oh
more than that,
wow,
but
I'm
whatever.
off the end rail, right?
Oh no. I think I would have.
Draw it straight over 2.
I wouldn't have gone to the rail and out. I would have slid towards the 14 calmly, but whatever.
Okay.
He's at the table and felt he could do it. So that's all. You know, you got to assume he's right. I'm wrong. Then again, to echo my point that I made last rack, maybe he was trying to stun towards that 14 and he just hit it so hard that it still
Cranked
had
it
still
yeah.
had some draw on it, kind of like what happened to Josh. But I assume he wanted to do that. So okay, well that was a break and run, was it not? Break and run. And the fact that he's ahead of Josh is playing so good.
Josh broke it, right?
Oh yeah, he
Josh
scratched.
had
I'm
won
sorry, he
yeah,
scratched on the
Josh
break.
won
He
and
scratched on
then
the break.
Josh-
Yeah, but
So
I just
Nick did that with ball.
Josh is playing so well that it's he's made such good recoveries and such good that bank and that 4-ball down the rail, and he's made such good runs, and yet Nick is a game up, and yeah, my stats. Apparently, I'm not going to be able to keep stats. I was trying to be ambitious with the stats I was keeping, and I've confused myself, and that's okay. It was honorable attempt. I think I've got a pulse on what's going on.
Yeah, please like and share. I don't know if Jason K's. Ooh,
Much better
that was
break.
nice. I don't know if Jason K's mom's watching or Mike's mom's watching, but
Once again, though, he does not have a good run-out opportunity. The only shot, this is a little unfortunate, the only shot that he could shoot is the 14, and that's a little hard luck because if he could shoot solids here, he might have some chances, but with stripes, I don't really see a future. How do you run out with stripes here when you've got 3 problem balls tied up with the 7, and you don't have a solution ball? If you shoot the 14, you've literally got 1 ball that goes anywhere, and even that's hard to get on. So are there ever times you play safe on an open table, Dave?
oh yeah,
Because if there was a time,
there is.
this might have been a time. I guess he was trying to get an angle on this ball to hopefully just fram into them all. But when the 5 covers the bottom left corner, he just took, he just claimed the losing ball group is what he just did. You know what I mean? And so if there was some way that he could have kept him off a shot at solids, if he could have played safe in a way that kept him off a shot at solids, I think I would have.
Sure.
I don't know. But I say that, and then he comes with this. Oh, that's the 9 ball. He did have a solution ball. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize there was a stripe there, and now he might even be able to play the combo and.
The 11.
Or
five.
what about banking the 11 into the cluster and drawing into the carom? Okay, he's at this ball goes.
Stop shot.
So everything I say, guys, sometimes I'm too conservative because I don't play a lot of bar table 8 ball. I'm used to playing big table 9 ball, and so when I get to these tables, this rack looked unrunnable, and this guy's wizarding his way through. He picked up an angle on that stripe and then frammed into the cluster, and he's efforting his way. Look at that.
He even got it on the thin side, so
That's the
5
9
cleared,
pass.
Yep.
It must, because you can tell by the energy with which he chalks his cue that the ball passes. If that ball didn't pass, he would have, I guess it doesn't. He's looking at the carom. I'm wrong a lot. Come on, Nick. And he kept it without getting it in the way. This is just,
That was clean,
this
dude.
is a little wizardry, guys. This is like some Jesse Bowman circa like 2002. Yeah, really nice. Wow.
Looked like said he was cutting it in the side. Oh, yep.
Oh.
All right, let me mark
Wow. Okay, so in my defense, the one thing I'll say is I didn't see that the 9 ball was there. For some reason, it looked like the 1 ball. I saw 2 1 balls. Had I noticed another open stripe down by the cluster, I might have tipped my balance a little.
We have our
In my defense, but that was remarkable.
We have our first 2-game lead. I think they are taking a break.
And I'll tell you what, that was a really good break. That was a good break shot, and that really, if Nick's going to win this, I think that's important that he keeps breaking like that. Okay, we'll be right back. Demetrius Gelatis here with Minnesota Pool Boot Camp. We live in an age with abundant information about pool, but without organization and direction, it doesn't translate into bottom line results. I've been coaching full-time for over 6 years, and I've guided more than 200 students step by step to higher levels of pool. Now I've partnered with Slate Billiard Club to provide online group coaching and make our training available to players everywhere. No travel necessary. Join us online for just $19.95 a month. They'll get access to my Minnesota Pool Boot Camp playbook, covering cue ball, pattern play, mental game, and the common leaks that people have in applying this to get their game to the next level. The best part is I'll be there working with you every step of the way to give you the direction you need to see results right away.
Yep, everybody went on break, so let me run out and see what the score of the Chris Henning match is. All right, we got Nick back. I did catch that the score is 8-3 in the other match. I do not know who's winning. I will find out. They are going to tell me. Demi's on break. So it looks like we have a dry break. Josh is coming to the table. Down 2. We just ran Demi's Patreon ad. He's our head coach here. 850 Fargo in the brain. That's what I tell everybody. He doesn't like that though. Pretty good match. These are two of the best players in this tournament. And he's coming to the table with ball in hand.
Oh, did Nick scratch in the break?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Josh had the cue ball in his hand.
He's playing a billiard out of the 2 in the side.
Yeah, like
Or
maybe
the
that's
fi-
a
oh,
second shot
gotcha,
or whatever.
gotcha.
Yeah. Let me get the camera zoomed in a little more here.
I mean, I don't know. Do you have like an overhead drone that could, take like an eagle eye shot where you?
It wasn't in the budget.
Weren't you talking about drone cameras? Never mind. That's a different conversation. Let's stay focused. All right, this is a big shot, man. He's down a couple games. Has he lost 2 or 3 in a row? Like, this is a big shot.
Yeah, he's down 2 games.
But
I went into the rail a little bit first.
the
so-
good news is he took on his problems early enough to where stripes is still, they're open. Nick's got to feel good, but like the 15-10 still have to be dealt with. You got to get on those balls on the side or move them some which way. The 15 is, not. It's not laying in the hole. The 11's not laying in the hole. The 9's covered by the 4. Like, it's open. You figure that this is better than his last run, so you kind of like his end of it. But he's still got to earn it. Oh, I didn't realize he's on the 15, so that helps. Oh, I didn't realize that ball goes to the corner. Did he get it past the 7, though? Oh, no. Nick, that's what I'm saying. He still had to earn it, and it was looking pretty favorable, but it's finicky, man, this game. It's so slippery, this game. You just make one slight bump on a ball the wrong way, and next thing you know. Okay, but look at this.
Kind of jammed up the 7.
A lot of good things happened. So right away, I'm such a nit. Right away, I'm like, could I duck? Is there some winning safety play here? But maybe not. Maybe you got to figure out a way to, because all you really have to do is open up that one cluster, and you have a safety valve with the 1. So if you could start with the 6, and then find a way to send the cue ball at the 7, it's still runnable. Nate Reinhardt, hey, how's it going, man? It's been a long time. Hope all's going well.
Cut it thin enough to got a piece of it.
Yeah, did he get enough?
Don't know.
So what happened there that made that tough? I've got a video I'm doing, a training video for my Patreon group where you can down force follow and the effects of speed and follow. Anyway, when you hit the ball firm with follow, it delays the effect of the follow because it doesn't roll forward to the tangent line while the cue ball is peeling out. And so what happened there was he wanted to break those balls open, but if he hit it harder, it would have slid the tangent line and it might have actually hit the cluster thinner or missed it entirely. So he had to hit it easy enough to follow through the tangent line, to have that follow take right away. And he made it work. He got enough of it to sneak it by, and now look at this regroup. I'll tell you, this is what he needed, was a ball in hand and a second chance. I forgot he got a second chance. This might be like the first rack where we've really seen a back and forth. And then we got Greg in the crowd. He just left my house. He's from Florida, the villages, and he was here for 3 days training with me last week. How'd it go, Greg? Give me a thumbs up or down in the chat for your session.
Be honest, Greg. Demi's tough.
Yeah. I always say we don't call it 3-day poot spa.
Yeah.
There's
right. No massages.
Yeah.
There we go. So he brought it back to within
Nice.
1. So we have a 5-6 match.
And he's got the break. This is about as close as it could be. All right, good night, Peter. Thanks for tuning in. Good night. It's 8 o'clock. Good night? You're no pool player. You call yourself a pool player? It's 8 o'clock.
I don't even get in stroke till after midnight.
You better show me a photo ID that's showing me like something in like Poland. All right, cool. Greg's giving me the thumbs up. Triple thumbs up, guys.
All right.
So, little testimonial there.
So you're going to stay a pool coach?
Yeah.
So he's going to move the scorecard.
Hey, Zach Robbins. Yeah, Zach. Hell of a player from the Northeast. Taking Slate Billiard Club National. Thank you, Zach. Whew. Well, Josh has been breaking really, really well, except for that last scratch and the break he went off the table. So let's see. Yeah, that's the break that's gonna, like, that's a big advantage to, but that being said, the solids are really tough. Does he have an opener for stripes? I don't see one. Oh, Peter. All right, I didn't realize. I was wondering if that was Bahama Pete. He gives me a hard time because I keep calling him the best player of the Bahamas, and he's like, I'm not the best player of the Bahamas. He trained with me November 2020, and it was so funny because he was here in November, and I think we had to run to Walmart and get him a wool stocking cap and some extra socks and a long sleeve shirt because he was.
Right. It's like, how do you even survive?
I'm never coming to Minnesota.
Bro,
during the
you got to
winter.
wear socks with your sandals up here. You know what I mean?
Okay, back to the.
All right.
Sorry, I got a little sidetracked, but you got to shoot solids, and then I guess the 5-7 is going to have to be in the future, or you could try to work short side on the 7 ball. And I would shoot the 3 ball immediately. I'm assuming he's going to. 'Cause that 3 ball's not friendly. Oh man, okay. I just don't see any value in having that ball there later in the rack. It's more of to me, that's more of a problem ball than a friendly ball. I think it was one of those things where he just was made up his mind what his plan was, and then he didn't notice that was served up for him. Maybe that's okay. Let's see if his plan works. He's going to try to get either short side on this.
Looks like he's leaving the 3 there for now, and he's going down.
Well, yeah. For now, that's too late. That window, that ship has sailed. That ship has sailed. Or you could go into. I don't like that. You can. The 5-7 combo is not that unplayable. I might play for that combo myself, because I feel like this is. I don't know. The combo isn't that bad, and you could always get there. But okay. Sorry, guys. Everybody's got their own bias, right? Where you see a shot you like, and then it's hard to be objective. You might still be able to play it, but it's a lot thinner from here. Okay. So clearly the combo's not in play, where he would shoot that. So
Nick just came and looked and make sure it's going to be clean and there's a gap. And
Yep.
yeah, we refelted 2 of the 9-footers down here today. I got to play hooky from work, play at the pool hall all day. It was kind of fun. Nice shot.
Yeah, he's
and the
shooting
three's
good. Does he have a shot?
Can he
That's
back cut it?
That's really thin.
No way.
So far he's been. It can't be any worse than that 4 ball he cut up the rail.
Yeah, he's been shooting his way out.
That might be the most amazing shot I've seen in 2025.
Giving Josh Walstrom the gunslinger nickname. So he called the side.
Well, I like
9
it.
ball is the breaks, because this is going to be thin.
Oh my goodness,
How'd he hit it?
Nick. Okay, when you're Nick, you gotta
Yeah.
feel sick about this.
Yeah.
Like, not only did he come sailing over there carrying off a ball, but he broke him open and got straight in.
Yep.
That's like.
And then the angle of the 4 to break it out, and then, still, even after the breakout, get a shot on the 3. And then,
That's a sinking feeling, man.
well, Josh is probably grabbing his extension, and he is going to try to tie this match up.
It's tough to get
at
on the
6
7,
to
though. There's
6.
still work to do. How do you get on the 7 here? You can't really
Dude,
stun to the rail and across. It's
pretty
flat.
straight, yeah.
And it's and if you go forward, you can't go around the 7.
I
It's
think
too
he'll
close.
try to stun it.
Yeah, pop it to the rail.
Just
out.
kind of hammer it.
Boy, I guess so. Yep, that's from where he was.
That's a good. Yeah,
That's
you
pretty
got-
good.
You can get if you can get there from there. That's about as good.
He's got a shot.
You put a lot of right on this and go to the left of the 9, or
Well, with the stretch like this, I might try to either go into the 9 or the 8 or both like
there
that.
you
That's
go.
a good
Yeah,
shot.
yeah.
So he really shot himself out at the jam on that rack. Like
Wow.
he went 2-3 rails to try to break that combo
Again,
open.
yep.
Missed the break, kind of got wedged on the side of a ball. Made a razor thin back cut, smashed into some stuff. Made another razor thin back cut, smashed into some stuff. Got a shot and then made it work.
And tied the game up.
So okay, now we're about mid-time into the rack. So here's what I like to think about. When we're trying to figure out what's likely to happen, we have to think about who's breaking, who's got the breaking edge and who's running out cleaner. I think so far from what I've seen, Josh has a slight breaking edge. I think Nick has been running the balls out a little bit cleaner. Nick has been running the balls out just a little cleaner. Josh has run out 2 or 3 times where he shot his way out with the bank cross corner. Remember that one?
Yep.
With that razor thin cut on the 4, and then with this rack here. So 3 of his 6 wins have come from runouts that were like kind of fairly like jammed up out of line and then recovered with some amazing shot making. So on the one hand, you got to give the guy credit for amazing recovery power and amazing shot making, and maybe that's the exception to the norm. I'm not saying he doesn't play good 8-ball, but so far from what I've seen, Nick has been running the balls out a little cleaner, and so. But Josh is breaking good, has the momentum, and to be fair, he's been recovering. So it's like, but so far I kind of like what Nick has been doing at the table. But that break, it's hard to argue with that break.
Yeah.
So
he's got it dialed.
I feel like Nick's been running the balls out a little cleaner, and I kind of like that if I had to pick. But then it's really close because Josh is breaking good. He's making all of his shots, and he just got the momentum.
And Peter's in the Bahamas, taking a nap,
Going to bed.
So, let's see. He's obviously got a shot on solids. Move the 3 right now. Try to move the stripe instead, probably. Like that.
That's a good shot.
Better, yeah.
Well, now he's going to turn into Willie Mosconi, and he's going to run like 6 racks, like technically perfect, and he's going to make.
Yeah, right. Without all
like,
these hard shots he's been making all night.
He'll be like, "Yeah, I just was getting used to the speed, bro. Get off my nuts."
Yeah, like.
Sorry.
Or what's that Frank Sinatra song? I did it my way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah. It's like, hey, man.
Well, Josh, if you can just keep shooting them in all day, I'd do that too, brother. I'd do that too.
I was speaking out of jealousy. Okay,
I
I wish
know.
I could make that formal.
That was this dude's got a good break.
Sharon McNamara. McNamara. I don't know Sharon. Is she from here? Where are you from, Sharon?
Yeah, Sharon, tell us where you're from. Don't join the chat without telling us where you're from, people.
The reason I'm guessing it's that name rang a bell, but probably not for the same reason. All right, let's see if he high insides this thing 2 rails and out, or if he pops it. He'll pop it. Cool. Thanks, Nate.
Thanks, Nate. This is not a super easy 8-ball here.
Tell you that break is impressive, and then he followed it up with a good run. Nice run.
He has now won the last 3 games
Yep.
to take a 1-game lead.
Okay, Sharon says she's from Cottage Grove and she plays out of Twin Cities Billiards.
Hey, Sharon.
And I was saving this. Thank you for sharing that.
Get it?
I'm sure
Hey.
she's never heard that before.
Yeah. Hey, Sharon, he is a comedian.
All right.
Be careful.
all right.
Give Josh his point here. Definitely going to watch this next break on the overhead.
All right. I
We
like
watched
it.
one of Nick's on the overhead. Let's see this guy again.
Yeah, he's definitely he's got that break on lock right now. There was one he went off the table and he started, but not only, you know what, the one thing I'll say is that the racks that he's breaking like that, not only is he making multiple balls like both side pocket
Looks
shots.
like he's going to the bathroom.
Fair enough, but not only that, but like his racks that he's been running he gets such good opportunities. Like Nick's racks that he's had to run after the break have been very congested where he's had to do a lot, whereas racks like that's like one of those racks where he breaks and you like know he's out before he starts shooting. And so he's generating himself very good opportunities here.
All right, let's see.
All right.
Here's this break from the overhead.
2 on the
view.
side, 9 on the side, pop the cue ball. He's got it. There it is, 2 on the side, 9 on the side, pop the cue ball, and you could hear that all the way
3
down.
balls on the break again.
You could hear that all the way in Cottage Grove. All right. And look at this rack. It's almost unmissable. That's what I'm saying. If he leaves himself chances like this could...
It could get up, yeah.
This
get
is
out of hand
Nick's,
for
Nick's,
quick.
yeah.
It's coming down to the break.
Well,
Almost
I mean...
like somebody said that at the beginning of this match.
Well,
where-
that's, you know, but you play for the 5 right away. Just play for the 5. I like playing for the 5 right now. 3-5. because then you've got like everything to get the 1 and the 7 as safety valves. So maybe you go 3-5s, kind of pull the cue ball at the 15, and then kind of no matter where you land, you can shoot the 1-7, then go 6-3-8. I'm sorry, 6-4-8. He's going to start with the, I don't know. Boy. I get what his thought process is you want to finish on this end of the table, because once you come down for the 3-5, it would be really nice not to have to go back up table and then come back down and get the right angle on the 4 to get on the 8. But, yeah, I feel like you got to, he might even go 3-4-5, but this is what I like. And he even got full enough, I don't think he has to go into balls. He can, like, he might be able to, like, stop and shoot the 7 or shoot the 1 through the gap rail first. Yeah. All right, Nate Reinhardt says 3, 6, 7.
1, 4, 5.
Well, that doesn't, Nate, why would he come back for that? Yeah, Nate's trolling me. 3, 6, 7, 1, 4, 5. I guess, I mean, it's, yeah, the 5 ball is a probable ball for me, not a key ball, but I'm sure Nate would have already run out. He'd already be running out the next rack by now. Oh, we got our first 6, 7 in the comments. So this is funny. I might shoot the 1 right now and then use the 6. I think the 6 is more predictable to come across and get the angle. Oh, yeah, Nate got the balls mixed up. Yeah, that's what I should say whenever. Thanks. I just learned something. You just taught me a move. Next time I call the wrong pattern.
It's like, oh, yeah,
Oh, was that the 7 ball? Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm going to join Nate's side on that, too. Yep.
You know,
that's the 4 ball. It's pink on this table.
I mean, you got to be at the table to really see, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the commentator excuses.
This could be our first 2-pack.
Yep.
It's looking pretty good. Josh has got a pretty good look at this one.
Yeah, so Nate, they did this update with the pool balls where each number has a unique color assigned to it. I think I know it's like just happened, like I think it was like 1880, 1890, so maybe you missed that update. But anyway, these are some of the things you learn when you coach with them at pool boot camp.
Well, Nate, if you make it to the finals, I will invite Demi back for the finals match. Just so we can call your patterns and watch you run out in 10 seconds.
Oh, man.
All right. I feel bad for Nick because this dude is about to break 3 balls in.
Dude. Yeah, Nick needs a window. Oh my gosh. It's just killer. And he just needs a tough run. He doesn't need to have a shot. He just needs Josh to have something that's not wide open, because this is really tough. I mean, solid's here. The only hard part is getting on the 8, really, and getting off the end rail, I suppose.
Well, we got a good match, so everybody please share, like Slate Billiard Club on YouTube channel.
If you could hit the top side of the 10, I'd play the 10. I'd play the billiard on the 11. I'd actually take stripes and start with the billiard on the 11 if that was in play.
We got Rob Matson tuning in.
Oh, yeah?
He says the commentators are great. Thanks, Robbie Matson.
Okay,
sorry.
Wait. Tables plus MN? That's Rob Matson?
I don't know. It's Tables Plus. It's fast action.
Identify yourself, Tables
Yeah.
Plus. I'm sorry.
Tables Plus might be Timmy or Jamie.
I'm,
There's too many of you guys.
Okay.
Narrow it down for us, Tables Plus.
I know it's some champion, but I just don't know which
They're all
one.
yeah, it's some other 700 Fargo that.
Okay, he's going with solids. That's Tim Tunch.
That's
Okay, I
Timmy.
thought so. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to make a fool out of myself like you just did.
No, I didn't know.
I didn't want to pull a Dave O'Keefe. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
How's it going, Tim?
I play pool. I don't.
Yeah.
That's Timmy.
Yeah. I'll
Oh,
need-
because Timmy knows probably Nick from down in that.
Well,
area.
yeah. And Tim, he doesn't need the word of mouth, but he does phenomenal tables, and I'll probably need my table recovered soon. It's been too long. But anyway, back to the match. If you want anybody to work on your table, he's a busy guy. He's not hurting for work, but I believe Tables Plus MN might be his.
I think that's pretty
That
close.
might be how to reach him.
Probably tablesplusminnesota.com or something. I'm sure you could find him.
Yeah, phenomenal pool player too. He plays great 8-ball. I made the finals. The Seagulls lost to Dustin Cunha. They played such a good set. Tim played remarkable 8-ball, and then he went out and he played in some big Predator events, like pro events, and I was really excited to see him getting in some open tournaments because he's run the balls out great, and it would be a shame for a player as good as Tim to play his whole life and not swim with the big sharks a few times and do well. And
Yeah,
so-
I watched a couple of his matches on the big table in Vegas, maybe 5 years ago. I think it was the Las Vegas Open.
Yeah.
But I think Mr. Josh here is making short work
This
of
is
another
when
beautiful break.
he's in control of the match when we're starting to talk about like other matches.
Yeah.
Because
Well, this is about to be the three-year.
all right, this is the big. He's done a great job to get here. It's he's shooting great, man.
I'm sure Timmy will come and play in our big table 9-ball match. We're gonna do one on the.
Okay, he didn't get elevated.
But he's got it. It's
No,
got
he
it
sh-
rubbing his.
He should be
rubbing
fine
his
here. I
hand.
think he's okay. But I'll tell you what, if you get over that ball, some goofy things can happen. But this is going to be 3 breaking runs in a row if he can put this ball down, and he sure did. And so he was down 6-4. Oh yeah, Tim's got a Shane's old table. Did you win it from him? That's cool.
We got table 16 from the U.S. Open dropped off today.
That's awesome. Yeah, yeah.
4-inch pockets. The back room at Slate's going to be pretty tough. That's what I'm doing over Thanksgiving weekend. Getting the room ready.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. Nick Marsolek. Nick was running the balls out a little bit cleaner, but Josh is generating himself opportunities that don't involve such technical perfection. And I'm not saying that Josh can't pick through racks cleanly. I'm just saying he wasn't picking through the racks cleanly. But he's getting himself those chances to where everything's open, and he is staying in line and making this look. He's making it look really routine. Let's watch this break. Both balls to the side. Kicks the 8-ball open. Well, at least the 8-ball's blocking. So when I say at least,
This
I mean
is the
from Nick's,
smallest version of a tied-up rack.
yeah, like at least from Nick's perspective, like this is the first rack in like 20 minutes where he's had to like break open a ball maybe. Yeah, Nate, I don't know. I hadn't really looked past watching this match. I don't have to get up super early in the morning, and I've got my pool cues here, so I mean, if you're
And pool tables. And we got pool tables.
yeah, I don't know. But anyway, let's see here. I learned when I was okay. I gotta stay focused.
Is it
on this
open?
match. Yeah, it's an open table.
He didn't take a suit yet.
Yeah, it's funny. Stripes are better to open with. No, is that one ball? That's the one ball in the top right, and then the 9 is in the cluster. Okay.
Yep, 9's in the
I feel like
cluster.
solids, with the 15 doesn't really go. The 11's covered. I kind of like the looks of solids. Just based, I haven't really worked all the math, but I feel like solids are a little bit more friendly, and the balls may go a little bit more. Stripes, now if the 15 passes the 8, then that changes the arithmetic quite a bit. The 15 must pass the 8. Or he thinks he can get short side on him. Okay. Did not consider that. Boy, this is scary though, because your cue ball's racing towards the corner and racing towards the 8. You know what I wonder? He firm stunned the ball again, and it pulled back a little bit more than he wanted it to. You know what I mean? I wonder if it was what I was talking about, where you hit that firm stun and it ends up drawing just a little. I'm telling you, you watch for that, and
Yeah.
tell me if I'm crazy. I've played a little pool. Is he trying to draw back short side? I guess that's what he's got.
Looks like he's putting follow on it.
High inside. Yeah, that's a lot. But that's okay. Look at what he's going to leave. Now, this is frustrating
Look
for
at
Nick.
this.
He hasn't shot for 4 racks, and then the guy misses and leaves you that.
Wow.
Okay, that's like...
All right, Nick.
Does he have a shot? Does he have a hit at the 6? Can he at least, like...
I think he can tick it.
Can he at least scrape or call it in the
Oh,
side?
he called it in the side.
Boy. Oh, no, he's all safety, and I like that decision.
Yep. Me too.
All right, so now you go behind the 8, though, is the problem. You break open the 9, and you go one
Sure.
rail, 1, 2. This is like one pocket
Well,
action.
you could even put, if you don't want to, you could put the 9 behind the 8 even or whatever.
Yeah, but I think you
Cue
want,
ball,
you
you
want
lock and leave him the 6 ball
because
shot.
here's the thing: if you wedge them perfect, you might get ball in hand, and that's like you can
That's
actually run
true.
the
If
balls
you
out.
actually get him behind the 8.
Yeah. You're not just trying to.
Oh
buy
no, I
any-
play one pocket. I love that shot. You ain't gonna talk me.
The
into it.
thing about it is coming at this angle. 1, you have to hit that 9 really, really thinly to get the cue ball in the right
Yep,
line, and
yep.
2, it's coming in real sharp where it's like you have to barely miss the 8 going
Yeah,
in
on the way in.
So, and when you hit a ball thinly, the thinner you hit a ball, the less, the more of a difference a slight mishit makes with the cue ball's path. Half ball hits are really resilient and give you a big margin. This gives you a very thin margin of error. Okay, he's just gonna
Ooh, got the rail.
he opened up the 9 is what he did well, but
So he made his balls a lot more runnable, but
and he did keep Nick off. Does Nick have the 6 ball?
Nick has the 6.
I think he's going to try to run out then, because I think that now that the stripes are open, I think you have to go. Good, man. I know it looks easy, guys. You look at the screen, just shoot in the corner. But that's a table length shot, and he hasn't shot for 4 racks, and
Yep.
that's a good shot. And then the tricky part is going to be that 3 ball, of course, and it must go short side because he just played it
He
for
went
short
for
side.
it right now.
Nick's playing some good 8 ball noise. Can he make it? Can he make it and get a shot? It's tough, man, off the rail when you're worried about the hit. Again, these shots look so easy, but trust me, this is not an easy shot. When you're worried about the bad hit, shooting off a rail. Nice. 5. And then maybe, this is still tricky, man, that 4 ball. How do you get on the 4?
Yeah. I think he plays for shape on the 4 right now because he'll have both the 7 and
Or-
the 4. You know,
Or you could try to pull, you could shoot the
over
5.
in this area.
Yeah, you could shoot the 5. Draw to the side rail and back towards this head spot. Leave yourself a cut on the 7 where you shoot the 7 and follow 1 rail across. You know what I mean? And then end up kind of like between the 4-10 for a thin cut on the 4. That's one path. Oh boy.
It's hard to say.
Well, if this goes from here, then he wins. If not, it's tough.
He's looking at it like it goes.
That was scary, but you know what? Honestly, he was due for something good to happen, and not scratching in the side was the good thing that he needed to happen.
Yeah. Well, and like you said, he was in his chair for 20 minutes.
Oh boy. Don't lay frozen.
no.
There's a spot there.
It's gonna bounce.
Okay, he's okay.
Yeah, it's gonna bounce.
I'm rooting for both of them. Whoever's at the table.
We
Whoever's
want
at
a
the table.
hill match.
Whoever's at the table, I want to succeed.
All right.
Well, Nick, if there's ever been a time to break the balls, what a match. I'll tell you what, this is really a well-played match, man. That's it. Yeah, Rob Manson's in the chat, too. So, Dave, there you go. A stopped clock is right twice a day. You were right. Rob is lurking.
I already knew he was in the chat because he texted me.
I'll tell you what, these, I know that these guys don't always play that good because nobody plays this good all the time. They're both playing really great.
No balls.
Really?
No balls.
Well,
At least he end railed him, and they're
yeah, really.
well, he's frozen to the end rail, and there's some cluster. Seems like
This is a trap. Can you even? What happens if you shoot the 3 into the 8 right now, or something like that? Like, what happens if you shoot? Can you hit the 7? What happens if you shoot the 7 rail first into the back of the 8-4? With the speed to throw the ball, you'd have to be able to cut that a little. But that, that's kind of what the first thing you got to look at, right? Trick shots, man. I've been watching too much Venom. Can he masse between the 3-2 and then arc back and double the rail? No.
you're getting a little bit. What is it? Science fiction?
Antsy. I'm a little jittery. Getting amped. I'm a little over amped.
Looks like Nate Reinhardt's on the way. If Demi and Nate play, I will live stream it. No. We don't have a live stream camera on the 9-footer. I borrowed it for this match. He's not sure. Josh came to the table and he's looking at it.
In all seriousness, if you can't make the 7-8-4, which I don't know that you can hit the 7 into the 8 on the correct side to make that combo, then, you can bank the 5, but what good does that do you? Give yourself a chance at stripes. Rob Matson or Tim Tunjum, what would you guys do here? Tell me in the chat, because there's times when I might just slow roll beyond the 5 and just say, hey, go ahead. But no, if you leave the 10 on the side or the 11, they can run out with stripes. So he really likes stripes. So he's trying to get control of the good ball group, which he feels is stripes, and probably correctly so. But this shot here is, I don't know. I think I'm an underdog to make this myself. Maybe I'm even money. I don't know. This is really difficult. Yeah, it's super tough. Did he leave? Can we go to the overhead real quick, Dave? I'm sorry. I want to see if he has a shot at the one on the side. It's still hard to see. Wow. Maybe he's got to cut the stripe at the corner. It's hard to fault him going for that, though. He really hasn't missed many balls, and if he could have made that, that would have been a rack winner potentially. That's good speed. Yeah. 15, 12. Maybe used it. I don't know. Do you use the 10 to? I don't know. Do you use the 12? Do you try to get down for the 11 now? Or I don't think he has the right angle. Or do you, can he make the 14 on the side? I didn't even see that. That's a, wow. And he got on the 11.
The score of the other match is 10-5. Chris Henning is winning. He's playing Jacob Legrid from down by Iowa.
11-6 actually.
It's 11-6. Mike just updated my update.
I like this. This is cool. He just cinched that. He didn't like try to draw back and hit the one to get fuller. He's like, this is a bar table. I can cut this ball backwards and draw the rail and out. It's simple little things. My percentages are all off. Wow, he went a long way. He must have overcut that ball. You know, you catch that ball thinner than you meant to, and it leaves the cue ball a lot of residual energy. But Nick didn't sweat that too much. Well, I'll tell you, 9-8 with Nick breaking, but Nick's breaks have been intermittent. You know, he's had, I don't know exactly, but I want to say that he's had roughly even money. Like I think he's had 4 wet breaks, 3 dry breaks, and a scratch. And out of the 4 wet breaks, there's been like 2 or 3 racks that were just really a little congesty. So he has not been generating the opportunities that coming down the stretch. But then again, you know, pressure coming down the stretch, maybe the pressure, maybe that helps him because if let's just suppose that every rack gets a little bit tougher to run under the heat, maybe that helps slow Josh down. But
Let's see if you got to get your break going, Nick.
yeah, he needs
Another
something.
dry break.
He needs something.
And they jammed up a little bit. The 4's above the
it's just-
stripes.
It's
and
really hard to play 8-ball against a good player where you're hoping they don't run out for a living.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And this tournament, it should end around the holidays. We're not going to start another one until next year, but it's 1 week each round. You have a week to play your match. You can play it anywhere you want, but you have to. The default is Sunday at Slate, so you have to have all matches done by Sunday the following week, and it's single elimination. And people love the format because we usually do long races, and we live stream the final 8 matches, you know, and obviously the finals.
So I don't know if the 15 passes. I mean, solids, you've got the 6-4s problems as well as the 8. In stripes, you've got the 15-10. So he's going with the solids probably because he has a better opener. And maybe he's trying to move. That was creative and unfortunate that it didn't work for him because now I think you've got the 5 in the corner and maybe there's some way to swing the cue ball 2 rails into the 4. I don't know. Would you? And one thing that I sometimes forget too is you can bank the ball too. You know, you can shoot the 5 and then bank the 4, but I don't know. He's probably going to try to find a way to work around for the 1 on the side and break him open or something. I don't know. Tough game. This is a tough game to play. Yeah, he was able to, look at that. He was able to swing around and clip him.
Move it out.
And then it still got into a funny
still
spot.
got cover,
man.
yeah.
And the 8-ball's tough. Like this is a tough game. It really forces you to do some stuff that.
Well, we already know Josh can run some tricky outs from the beginning. He can run his simple outs from
I
the
mean,
break.
he might be able to cut the 4 on the side after what I've seen.
I mean, yeah, it's. So I'm not voting him to not get out here yet.
Oh, look at this. He got short side on the 4. What a shot. Boy, he is getting it done, man. There's still a lot of work to do too, but it's just the way it's going. You just figure the guy will find a way. He is like. Neither of those last shots in the corner were easy shots either.
We got 150 people watching.
Okay, he
He's
lost his
liking-
cue ball. He might have to. This is the same shot. He made an easier cut than this earlier. Oh, the 2 ball goes. I forgot the 2 was there. But where does it lead? Because it's shoving
Yeah.
the 15, and you might have to pop it firm enough to knock the
Draw
15 all the way out of
way.
there. Or can he draw past it? Okay. So now what? How do you do this? You got to go 2 rails to the middle, cut the 7, and smash into the 10, maybe. Boy,
Yeah, you can't hit it from there.
this is unenviable. or you could just rail first 7 right now and smash into the 8.
Right?
No, you got to shoot the 3.
He went and looked at it though, just to make sure.
No, he was looking at.
I
What,
know.
he was
I
looking at
know
what
where
angle
he's
he
gonna
wanted.
be at.
I like going 2 rails here, but you can do it a couple ways.
1 rail to the
Oof.
middle. He's gonna be flat.
Okay, well, does the 8 bank anywhere? Okay, he is. I don't know that it does.
I don't think the 8 will bank.
And that 15 ball blocks a lot of the paths that high inside. You could do like some Afrin rail first shot, where you go rail first to create the angle to stun across. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, I'm kind of joking, but I'm kind of not.
Kinda
Like, I'm
like,
not really
yeah.
sure that I have a lot of better to offer. If you can
Which he did.
look at this, look at that shot. Oh my God! So Nick Marsolek, I'm telling you, Josh is in a special state of mind right now, and Nick, I mean, yeah, I feel for like I know where Nick's at, and wow, that's almost unfathomable, you know.
Nick's playing good too. Short of the breaks, they're both playing good.
But Josh has got himself. There's like a special spot that people can enter with this game where they find ways to do stuff that like. That's like the 4th run out that Josh has made, where he's been in spots where, you know, with 1, 2, or 3 balls on the table, and you're like, who do you want to bet on? And it's like, well, you know, or like, what odds would you give him to run out? And you'd be like, well, it's probably like a 5-1 or a 10-1 run out, and he's run out some like 5 or 10-1 run outs, and he's like 4 for 4 on them. You know what I mean? It's and there's just a special mindset where people that are very skilled at the game, and then they get their mind right and they're mentally ready, and they just. It's not even decision making. They just start like kind of intuitively feeling their way to the win. It's pretty magical, man. That's a pretty good out. All right. By the way, this match has been going on an hour and 43 minutes. So, yeah, when we were talking about like the over under on 240, and yeah, I had a feeling that these guys both play with purpose. I like to call the 7 and the 10 on the break. Only the 10 ball. Okay. So the 15-1 are definitely clustered. Can we zoom in, Dave? I'm sorry. Or okay, that's fine. So the 15-10 are the 2 balls on the top right as we look at the screen. They're tied up. We've got the 15-4 are tied up. We've got an opener for stripes, a tougher opener for solids. It seems like stripes based on the opener, and then you know, the 12 can maybe, I don't know. I would never shoot the 4-9 combo. But how do you open them up? I mean, you could try to. How do you deal with that in the top right? If you take stripes, I mean, you got the 12 ball, but that's not. You don't have any safety.
Yeah, it's not.
The one thing about solids is that if you use something to break them open, you have the 7 as a safety valve. Like, say he shot the 2 ball, and I think the side pocket's in the way, but like if there was some way to smack into them, solids are a little bit more favorable in terms of dealing with the 1, but you got the 4. Okay, can he get past the side and break these right now? That's what I was wondering, like he did last rack. Okay, no, but he's gonna get himself on the 3 where he can get into them. Cool. A lot of inside English, maybe? Or do you not need that? Anyway, little inside, CJ Wiley. And then the 5 leads the 6. The 7 ball needs to be moved. I'm sorry, the 4 ball needs to be moved, is what I'm saying. But first things first. Make the 3. Flick into that cluster.
The noise from the boys. They're bringing in the stuff.
All right, here it is. 3 in the side. Didn't have enough inside on it.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what,
Definitely. Don't shut it all the way.
okay, so
Sorry about that.
this is what Nick desperately needed was well, I say some type of error, but you know what? To be fair, I mean, Josh has run out from spots like this. Like, you know what? The one ball banks, for example. So if you make the 5, say you could thin the 5 in, spin into the cluster with a little inside English, come up with a shot, work your way to the end rail, make the 7, and then just bank the one across corner. Like, you don't always have to break open the cluster. Like, that's a pretty high percentage bank. And to be honest, it's something I totally overlooked at the beginning when I was trying to figure out how to deal with it. Okay. The way it's going, you know, he's still got the shot at the table. He could bank the 1 into the 7. Now, you don't really like to open that up, though. You know, maybe,
Right.
but at some point, you got to decide: do
gotta-
you want to play safe or do you want to be a hero? And he could also thin the 7. You know what? Thinning the 7, or check this out: you thin that 7. If you make it, you might be able to come up table and get a shot somehow. And if not, maybe it covers the pocket. You know, so maybe that's a two-way. Is he going or is he ducking? He might just be ducking here. If I was ducking, though, okay. Wow. Yep.
Didn't give up the problem ball, at least, to
I think
So
Nick. I
now-
feel like Nick's gonna bank. I feel like Nick's gonna bank at this,
Nick's
but
at the table.
I don't know because, well, you can only shoot at one stripe. So by process of elimination, you're shooting at the 12, and then it's a matter of are you ducking or are you banking? He's gonna make him earn it. And I like that. I like that decision because as long as that, like, yeah, you're not giving him anything easy here. And you do have an advantage. So Stripes has an advantage because it has 6 balls to 4, but Solids has a little edge in terms of the 1 ball is a little bit more favorable maybe than the 15. But it's hard just to keep him off a shot here. Okay, he's going. Wow, he's taking this on. Let's see him. Hit the edge of this ball. Josh is inspiring me to go practice my thin cuts.
He's made 5, 6 of these. That one's-
Well, it looks. Does he have a gap here? And if so, can you go 3 rails between the 12-11 side and end up on the left side for the 4 ball? This is pretty tough. It takes the thickness of the hit matters. Wow. And he hit that. I mean, 10 out of 10. He hit that a 10 out of 10. Like, he had to not only do that, like, that was the line. It was not a zone he was playing for. That was like a line that he had to hit. And once again, Nick has got to feel a little sick about this because I don't know what to say, man. Like,
Yeah.
like if from where he was when he had to shoot, I forget which ball he got him on that one on the side, but like, it looked like, he made that razor thin shot on the 7. So like Nick played safe, rolled over there. Josh made that razor thin shot, billiarded into 2 balls, ended up in a window to be able to make the 1 and go 3 rails, land on a dime. I mean, or 4 rails rather. You can't, you know what, who was it that said you can't stop a runaway train?
This dude's rolling.
That's something else, man.
What's the score of the other match, Mike? 12-7. Chris Henning is up. The kid from Iowa's coming back.
And
He's not from Iowa.
and he gets the window and he's not elevated. And
Yeah.
I mean,
Sometimes it just goes right. Because
Like
Nick
he-
ain't doing nothing wrong.
no, I mean, it didn't have to go because the 8 could have tied up with a 12. He could have gotten behind the 11. It just worked. He just made it work. Wow. Zach asked, does Josh run out this much on a big table? Nobody, I mean, Filler don't run out this much on a big table. Yeah, I certainly don't want to take too much of a sidetrack down this particular road, Dave, but I'll tell you what, it's very interesting. The reason I think, Fargo caps and handicaps are interesting is that you watch what this guy's doing, and who's going to do it better? Like, who do we need to keep out of the tournament that this guy needs to be afraid of? You know what I mean? Anyway, okay, I'm not going to go any further. All right.
The first time he lost his cue ball on the break, but he still made balls.
All right, so what do we have for opening shots? I mean, he's got a back cut on the 12 that's really, really thin. Okay, and then for solids, I don't even know. He's got the 6, I guess.
He doesn't have much, the 6.
So he does have an opener, but, the 6 could lead to the 5. I think solids look a little friendlier. I mean, the 8 goes, the 2 goes. The only thing that might need to be moved is the 4. But stripes, yeah, he's taking the 6 and getting on the 5. I'm pretty sure. What a shot. Now, how do you deal with the 2? Can we zoom in a little?
Oh.
Thank you.
Zoom in.
How do we deal with the 4 or the 2? Does the 4 go past the 10? If it does, man, this is grim for Nick. But if, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the 4 goes by the 10, so he'll have to.
Well, he could maybe shoot the 4 in the top pocket then, get straight on the 2 and roll forward. And
Yep.
if you get an angle, you can move it. If you get full, you just roll forward. This is a big game. If he runs these out and gets on the hill, it's not over, but it's really, 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 really tough for Nick. But especially with the break being intermittent. But if somehow, some way, Nick gets a chance and wins this game, like this is almost, it's not quite. I mean, it's kind of a must-win game. You know what I mean? And unfortunately for Nick, there's nothing he can do about it. He's just kind of at the mercy of hoping that he gets another look. High inside, and
Not enough.
the problem with that shot is when you're using high inside, he was so close to the 7 that the table doesn't have opportunity to develop roll. The cue ball doesn't have time to develop roll, so you have to cue very, very high to get follow. But if you cue really, really high, I always say the cue ball is a sphere, not a cube. And if you go max high, you can't go right. But then if you put the right that you want to put on, it's not going to be fully rolling. And so you end up with a stun run through and it doesn't go the way you want it to. So you have to really be careful. When you're close to the ball using that high inside, it changes your options. It changes your options. But from what we've seen, he's going to back cut this. Cut the 3 in. Or he's going to billiard the 4 off the 2. Okay. Like, if you're Nick, you're almost like at the point where you're not going to hope that you get a shot until the guy's actually hooked behind 4 balls and frozen. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like you just have to figure that this guy is like, this is like a hanger to the guy. He's just absolutely dialed. He's absolutely dialed. This is just like, well, there's a pocket. You just shoot it in. Okay, I jinxed it. I didn't mean to jinx you, Josh. I'm serious. I didn't mean to jinx you.
Well, that was a tough.
And then the 13 gets double covered.
Yep.
And I know right now Nick should be happy, but like all he can see is how gross that is.
Yep.
That's all he can see. So now what do you do with stripes when you're in the cooker in a must-win game?
10 ball, use the 9 to break
Do you try to
that?
follow him right now? What
Or
about
follow right now
right
to
now?
it? Yeah, because
right
you have
now.
the 12
but
for
you're
a
so
blanket.
close to it. You got to cue so high and
Yeah,
nippy.
it's
I like your shot better. I like your shot better.
because I think if you use the 9 to break it or move it, you might have a shot on that, and you will still have a shot on the 15 or the 12.
Yeah.
He's not doing it.
And I
now.
kind of like just making a ball.
He
and
wants to
getting
get
something,
straight.
Making a ball and getting something you like, and not trying to do too much on the first
Especially
shot.
when you've been in the chair. Again.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta get the run going.
And yes, Demi is spitting facts. Love it, Marcus.
Uh oh. This is no good.
Shoot your way out, Nick.
Well, Marcus Lynch. Yeah, Lucky Lynch's. If anybody is looking to, it's not probably the right season for chartering a fishing trip, but anyway, check out Lucky Lynch's for next spring. For those of you that like open bodies of water and world-class company. Okay, he's playing safe. Oh no! Look at this. It's okay, to be fair, this is the first time that Nick's kind of gone a little sideways, and what Josh is doing would do that to anybody. That's it. It would do that to anybody. Josh just looks like he's made it clear that he's going to win this match, and now Nick is just a little bit, tilted. And it might have been a little tilting I'm telling you, the fact that ball tied up, that the both solids went around and tied up that 13, under ordinary circumstances, that wouldn't stop Nick. But it's just like, he just feels like it's fated that he's going to lose this match. This is a very mentally difficult game to handle some of that stuff. And Josh could see the finish line, and he just... got himself a good shot. And hard to anticipate an error, but I don't mean to jinx him again. This is still tricky. It's just compared to some of the other stuff he's done, this looks like it's straight
Yeah,
in.
right. He's already proven that today he's got it.
But this is tricky. You can go 3 rails around the 8 with high left like he's looking maybe.
Looks like he's hitting it soft.
No, this is... Oh, he did.
Oh, seemed... Maybe he thought he was going to glance off one side or the
Yeah, he
other.
must have been trying to hit half of it on the right-hand side. Marcus, yeah, goose.
And no, Rick, this is not the final. This is the first round of a 615 under the... We're going to be having another live stream match tomorrow night. But the finals is going to be in about a month. They have one whole week to play their match. So we only do 1 round per week. And with Thanksgiving next week, it's kind of a bye week. So
This is kind of like to cinch the win.
yeah, if he makes this... So this could...
Watch the hook. Get ready. Oh, I'm sorry, Nick.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Oh, it's so funny.
You know, I think Josh is going to be kicking at this 8 ball because Nick's going to leave him down and down on the end. Right
And
now.
there's funny things happen when
It's
you
just crazy. 4 balls on the table.
when you slow roll length of the table. Funny things
I'm
happen,
with you,
man.
dude. I'm with
Like
you.
this thing, I don't want to wish for anything bad. I'm just
Thank
saying.
God we're at Slate Billiard Club and everything rolls perfect.
Oh, good shot. Good shot.
Good job, Nick. That's the best you can do. See if Josh can find a kick.
I will say this.
I think Josh is going to kick this in by the 9 ball.
If he kicks this
I'm
in,
almost positive.
the amount of pain, like if we hooked up like a brain monitor that measured like, I think it was like the scientists would show that if he kicks this in, it would be like the same as if he got pierced by like 4 samurai swords at the same time. It like lights up the same part of the brain as if a loved one died. Sorry.
If he kicks this in, we're going to have to buy Nick a steak. Jesus.
Oh man. And the funny part is, guys, the way mentality and momentum works. If Josh missed and left this kick for Nick right now, Nick would like just get up and call out the corner and get down and 1-stroke it. But when the guy is like on fire and hasn't missed the ball in an hour, he's like, what if I made this ball? Like all he can think about is like,
Yeah.
but what if I do it though?
But what if I can pull this off?
And that's like the worst when you play the safety and you're like, no, don't start thinking you're gonna kick it in. Just give me the open shot. Let me run out and get to 11-9. That's what's supposed to happen. The guy's like, but what if I just kicked it in though?
But I'm just going to kick it in. Let's see what you got, Josh.
But what if I just kicked it in? Was that where he's going with it? Okay. All right, Nick. So Nick got away with one because he got a second chance.
Yep.
And so let me tell you guys something actually about match dynamics and momentum. Okay. Little something. Oh, that was pretty loose, but he wants to play loose right now.
Yep.
A little something about match dynamics. Don't freeze again. That'd be funny.
Yeah, good shot.
Okay.
Roll it ahead, brother.
Well, I'm gonna wait till he runs out so we have
Yep.
a moment for me to say this. Let's just make sure he gets across the finish line.
Well, he even racks 12-8 on the Chris Henning match. Chris Henning is leading.
It's a big shot. Big shot on the 15. Yeah, I'm telling you, I called it, Dave. I'm saying it was a big shot. Gosh. Sorry, Nick. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. You know, he was in a no-win. Like, he played a little loose. That it was a little loose. He's trying to catch a gear. He's trying to get some momentum going. And it's hard sometimes to know when to grind and when to loosen. And I just knew he left himself on that rail, and it was just, yeah. It's tough, man. I mean, to be fair, Josh has done so much that it's just created this energy that's hard to sometimes overcome. Yeah, we've all been there.
So Jacob is coming back on Chris. Jacob is a 649. He's battling Chris Henning, a 635 on one of the other bar tables in the room. And sounds like Jacob's battling back and got it to within 2 or 3 now. So.
All right. Well, if Josh wins this match, there's absolutely no question he earned it. And to be fair, Nick fumbled that game, but that was one of the very, very few fumbles. And honestly, Josh earned a fumble from Nick at this point.
$157 people watching. Thanks for everybody tuning in tonight. We're going to be back tomorrow night. We got our one and only Chow Lee battling, one of our homies from here, one of the people that trains here every day. So he's underrated for this tournament, but nobody told him. Fargo's just a number.
Yeah, the only problem Josh has is that they both look pretty juicy. I kind of like stripes myself. There's something about it. I was actually thinking about 13 drawn back for the 12 maybe, but this opens up to 15. So if you can go 11, 15, 12, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. What a break, man. I mean, that's something. He really Shane Van Boning them. And for Nick, Nick's an experienced player. He's been playing tournaments a long time. This happens to everybody where you run into a guy that just magics his way through, and it's like 2 parts break, 3 parts amazing shot making, 4 parts a lot of 8-ball talent, and then a little bit of magic, and it mixes together and it just turns into like not your day. And yeah, like here he was trying to get another 13 maybe, or trying to go around the 2 he got straight on. Like it's just not gonna. It's just whatever happens. All I know is that he's running out. I don't know how. I don't know.
Yep.
It doesn't. I'm not sure how or why. I just know that Nick's not shooting again. Or you know what I mean. It just kind of feels that way. And so for Nick, it's just like, well, the most important word in pool is next. You know what I mean? You just gotta keep going.
Yeah, and that goes for you, Dean Lathrop. No, my buddy Dean, he beat me out of this tournament. And He played good. He ran racks too, so it'll be fun to watch the next coming up matches because this kid's playing good. You know he wants to win it.
Oh, is he?
He's jacking up. He must have to swerve this a little. Maybe the 14 don't go by the 4.
Or a little skip,
Oh.
All right.
All right, Nick.
I'll tell you what.
Nick's capable. Come on. I
I
want
would-
to see Hill.
Yeah, I at least want Nick to take advantage of the opportunities he has and make Josh cross the finish line. You know what I mean? And he will. I mean, if you give him chances, he will. But make him. There's comes a point where you know, of course, it's not that Nick can't come back from here, but there comes a point where you're not just playing to come back. You're also playing on principle. You know, you don't want to go quietly into the night. Yeah, he's loosening up a little, which can work. It can also not work. But it's hard because sometimes it feels like playing tight doesn't work, and then you got to just, you figure if I'm going to win, it's going to have to be catching a gear.
That was a good shot.
So he's really trying to catch a gear, and that's what it looks like. Now, in all seriousness, if he comes up dry right now, it's basically waving the flag that says I'm not capable of coming back and winning, because not only do I need you to make a mistake, even if you do, I'm going to have to keep coming up dry, and you're going to have to keep making mistakes.
Yeah.
But if he could break and start breaking and
Yep.
getting a good spread, and not just A, making a ball, B, getting a good spread, and C, backing it up with a run. If he breaks and runs out to get it to 12-10, at least you open the door for the possibility of some amazing things happening. And
I mean, we saw a 3-pack in this set, so it's not like if he gets a good break, he obviously has the skills to run out. Let's see. Because even when he did make a ball, they were clustered.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
I mean,
it's
it
not
just,
going to go.
Yep. So you take
Boy, oh
stripes
boy.
and you try to get on the 13, or do you what?
Can you zoom in a little for me? Let's not do the overhead. Let's just zoom in. I want to see it from the side. For some reason, I think that view is a little bit easier for me. All right.
Is that zoomed in enough?
So he doesn't have a shot at a solid other than the back cut on the 6.
Okay,
So if he takes the 10 of the side, he's
and
got
that's the 9-13. Those are
he's,
two
yeah,
stripes.
he's
at
got
the
he's
bottom
got a
of the
lot of
screen.
problems. He's got the 9-15, he's got the the 9-13, he's got the 15 and the 11 are all tricky. So he was on the good side of it. I think maybe the 9 goes in the bottom left, and he was trying to get on it in short order. It might even be a carom that you could shoot, full at the 9 and stop. Anyway, it's hard, of course we're just speculating. There's a lot of ways to make the 9 off the 15 if it's reasonably close. Well, he's calling it. You know what the funny part is, too? I feel like if Nick loses, he's going to talk about how he couldn't get anything going on the break. But that's only like a third of the story,
So both the matches at Slate Billiard Club are 10-9 right now.
Well, it's a good carom. And do you try to swing at... No, you don't need to move the 11. Does the 11 pass the 8? Because if it does, then you don't need to break them. But if the 11 doesn't pass the 8, I might even try to...
Does it look like?
Well, I don't know that helped me. Let's just go back to the...
Can't
yeah,
tell you.
yeah, it's too tough. It's okay. We'll find out soon from his decision. But there's a lot of worlds in which you go at the 11 now. And if it doesn't pass, I like going at the 11 maybe. And if it does pass, I like twirling this in for the 15 in the top right corner maybe. But if it does pass, how would you even get there later? It's a little tricky. I mean,
So you're trying to get at it right now.
well, if it doesn't pass for sure, I'm going at it. You gotta slide. You can't just roll this. You gotta stun it. And tell you what, 3-ball combo. He's straight in.
I mean, seriously, what does he have?
That's a 3-ball
The
combo.
3-ball combo.
I'm just saying, it's like, listen, on the one hand, you're saying, well, that's a hard shot. But
Give
on the
me a
other,
piece of that
but,
gum.
But on the other hand, no, really, if you get wedged on the back of a ball, to get a 3-ball combo out of it, you got to feel pretty fortunate, right?
Yep. And it's a doable one.
That's what I'm saying.
Nick looked at it.
And it
'cause
solves both problem balls. Like, honestly,
Yep.
this isn't a terrible outcome. I know it feels like it in the moment, but trust me, Nick don't like it. Nick don't like where he stopped.
Right.
He was wishing he got froze. Okay. Well, this is the first humanity that Josh has shown in like 2 hours. This is
Like,
the first trace
for
of
real.
mortality. Wow, he ran into that ball at 12-8 and just barely hooked himself. And that ball, the little jump skip shot on the side, it went 2 tips and out. And if Nick was able to run these balls, I'll tell you what I was going to say about match dynamics. But first, you got to earn the right to hear that comment.
In the other match, Jacob won another one, so it is 12-10. And if Nick can run out these, we're going to have 2 12-10 matches. These guys are coming back. They're not quitting.
He's going 2 rails long through the gap. Really good shot. And now he can follow to the rail and up for the 2 right now. Maybe go like 1, 2, 6, 8. Or, I'm sorry, the 2 goes to the side. I was thinking he had to play it
stop
short side.
shot it, yep.
You can just stop. What am I talking about? Okay.
Come on, Nick. We
This
need
is-
a good break. We want a good match. I want Hill
He needs
Hill.
to change the break some which way.
I don't have to cheer for Josh
He
either.
needs to move the cue ball. He needs to break from the side rail. He needs to bridge on the table or bridge from the rail if he wasn't bridging from the rail before. He needs to mix it up. I mean, you have to mix it up. Just some type of, okay, let's see the shot. It's still he's going rail first. Oh no, he popped it. Good shot. Okay, so here's what I've got to say about match dynamics. There's a thought experiment I do where if a player's on fire and they're running rack after rack after rack after rack, and then all of a sudden they break perfect, but they get kissed in on the break, and the incoming player is in a bad state of mind, and they've got ball in hand on the 1 ball. Say they're playing 9. Well, they got ball in hand on the 1. But their opponent hasn't made a mistake. Their opponent got unlucky, and so even though they have ball in hand, they still feel like there's this energy where the other person's on fire and they're up against it. But the funny part is, if instead of that, if the player that's on fire breaks and shoots at the 1, misses the 1 and scratches, and now the incoming player has ball in hand, even if it's exactly the same physical layout, and so it's the same physical opportunity. They have ball in hand with the exact same layout. Now that first player's made an error and they've shown some humanity. And that makes them feel a lot less pessimistic. That makes them feel more optimistic at the table. Okay, so Nick did exactly what I did. He changed the break. He broke second ball and made a ball to break. So my point is that before, when Nick had that opportunity and couldn't run the balls out, that was partly because even though he had a couple opportunities, Josh was still showing some invincibility. Josh was bouncing around the table like Mario when he has the invincibility star. And so Nick was just feeling pessimistic. But now that Josh has made a couple mistakes, Nick needed more than an opportunity. Nick needed Josh to show some humanity. And so now, let's see, he's got a very, 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 very tough run. He's going to have to smash into these balls. This is not easy. And,
How'd he come out?
well,
6 off the 3 ball?
I'll tell you what, he's at the table. He's trying to go, and he's got the 1 if nothing else.
Oh, shit. The 7 ball goes, too, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Past that 13.
I don't know. He's calling it. He's going into kind of.
Ryan's up there, so he'll let him in if it's someone else. There may be still a car.
Okay, so now we've got, I mean, I'll tell you what, the 7 doesn't go, but he's got shots. And he's starting to show a little bit of, I hope. Oh no, oh my goodness.
Nick,
Well,
he was trying to get the flow going.
yep, might have been, let's see. Josh has to, I don't see any reason to think that Josh won't close this out, but he does have to close it out. Those are the rules.
Yep.
In tournament pool, when you play a race to 13, you have to win 13 games.
This is true.
So you could shoot the 9. You know what I like? Well, there's a million ways to run these. I was going to say I could shoot the 9 and follow into the 13 and move the 13 a little bit, and then shoot the 10 to the side. That's one way. Or you could pop into the 7. That might be better. Pop into the 7. So that way you don't even risk getting any kind of hook. Yeah. Does the 11 go? Okay, if the 11 goes, then these are getting much better. If the 11 doesn't go, then it's still some work to do. There's still a pulse. Hey, Nate Tam. Sensei Nate plays pool. Check out his YouTube channel. Educational, creative, and hilarious. Watch his video. Okay, let's watch this. Watch his video on pronouncing pool names. It's okay. Well, that's a game winner. That was an amazing shot. 13, 10, 14, 12, 8.
Well, just like this match, looks like Chris Henning is running out there. So
Oh,
both of our 12s are
He did even better. He saved the 14 as his key ball.
the
And then,
dark one.
Hey, that's Matt Danes from. He's coming out. He's in Idaho, and he's coming out to. I'm sorry, you're Utah. I'm sorry, Salt Lake City, right? Anyway, he's coming out to my place next week.
Cool.
We've got a boot camp scheduled. It's been haven't seen him for a long time, so it'll be good.
Well, if he lands on this 8-ball, good.
Just don't go beyond the 4. I'm sorry, I'm just having fun. He ain't going beyond the 4. Trust me. Forget about it.
Got a decent look at it.
Oh yeah. He's and we are 2 hours and 18 minutes. Oh, 2 hours and 19 minutes because he got off the ball.
Thanks for everybody joining the stream too. We will be back tomorrow night.
All right, good match, guys. Good match. Thanks for tuning in. That was fun.
Demetrius Gelatis here with Minnesota Pool Boot Camp. We live in an age with abundant information about pool, but without organization and direction, it doesn't translate into bottom line results. I've been coaching full-time for over 6 years, and I've guided more than 200 students step by step to higher levels of pool. Now I've partnered with Slate Billiard Club to provide online group coaching and make our training available to players everywhere. No travel necessary. Join us online for just $19.95 a month. You'll get access to my Minnesota Pool Boot Camp playbook, covering cue ball, pattern play, mental game, and the common leaks that people have in applying this to hit their game to the next level. The best part is I'll be there working with you every step of the way to give you the direction you need to see results right away.
Okay. So we are wrapped up here. The Chris Henning Jacob match. I do not have a camera on that side of the pool hall, but it is 12 to 11. It sounds like Chris is shooting game ball. So, right, yeah, he might not make it, though. If he doesn't, Jacob will have a chance. I'll just stay here with you because we got the play-by-play. It's like a blind back cut. Josh is wrapping up. Tomorrow night we'll be here live. We got our very own Charlie. He is a 578.
Got it?
Yep.
Chris wins.
So sounds like Chris Henning just won his first round match against Jacob. Thanks for coming all the way up from down by Iowa, Jacob. If you hear about this, thanks for playing in the tournament. And what I was going to say, tomorrow at 7 o'clock, we got Chow Lee, 578 Fargo, versus Taylor Broughton. Everybody loves Taylor. He's a 639. That should be a good match, too. Chow trains hard, and Taylor's going to have to bring it. These guys today played awesome, so congratulations to the winner on that. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Please like and subscribe, Slate Billiard Club on YouTube.